going to interrupt these two slapdicks to thank everyone who listens to WHW each week. And thanks to all of you who have bought a t-shirt at LoisRules.com. Remember, with every shirt purchase, Tony will eventually call you to thank you for the purchase. So make sure when you see no caller ID, pick up. Could be one of those dumbass robocalls, but it could also be him. He will call, we promise. He's very busy during the summer and he's old, so he will get around to you eventually. Lots of shirts to choose from at LoisRules.com. My favorite, the Lois Rules shirt. Or you may want to get the low-key big hog, which I know firsthand has nothing to do with Tony. Or the Bill's Glass Bottom Boat Tours, which is sick. Plus, suckers got to know. Damn, I'm good. And that one's mine. And hashtag NFLTG. Damn, I'm good. Also, there is the new popular Slapdick Nation and the ever-popular Tommy Young.
You say it like this. Tommy Young.
I'll let you handle that. Remember, all t-shirts from LoisRules.com are part of the Pro Wrestling Tees, and we thank you for making our store one of the most popular out there. So, log on to LoisRules.com this week and be part of the fun. And now back to more juvenile humor with Slapdick 1 and Slapdick 2. And I understand Cassio Kid is there as well. Whatever Judy saw in him, I'll never know.
Tony, before we get going here, I feel like we should talk about something. You know what? Let me take a page out of one of your favorite wrestlers' books. If I can be serious for a moment, I'd like to talk about SaveCade.com, which actually isn't all that serious at all. Tony, over at SaveCade.com, that's SaveCade, like Starcade, except with save in front. You can go ahead and buy a house with no money down. That's right. Get out of that old cramped apartment and get into a brand new house and do it for your family with my family. First Family Mortgage. We make it fast and easy over at SaveCade.com. Isn't that right, Tony?
A lot of benefits by going to SaveCade.com, Conrad. Reduce your monthly payments. You can skip your next two house payments, get a greater tax deduction. You can consolidate your debt. It's all part of SaveCade.com, and this is the place to go. And if nothing else, you go to SaveCade.com, you get to see Tony Schiavone in full fat mode.
Yeah, I guess we should mention that Tony Schiavone is singing opera right now over at SaveCade.com. He'll do whatever it takes to save you some money. Check it out right now. SaveCade.com, whether you're a renter and looking to get out of that apartment and into a new house, or maybe you'd like to get out of some debt, some credit card debt, some car loans, a second mortgage, or maybe worst of all, if you're in a 30-year loan, what are you doing? Get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments and make it happen right now at SaveCade.com. NMLS number 65084, Equal Housing Lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome to WHW Monday. Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson.
Jim Crockett First Arcade, 605 NWA. TV title, Cajun Omni, the Bunkhouse Stampede. Flair and Horseman, Garvin, Bogey, Magnum, Dusty, Express Tag Team. Turner, Barton, Mid-South, Joy World Championship Wrestling.
Talking about the great years of World Championship Wrestling, the NWA, and Jim Crockett Promotions.
Tony and friends thought they win. Look, Schiavone's back again. World title split off, center stage, Bischoff. Disney, Hogan, and Nitro. New World Order and the Crow. Thunder, Russo, Arquette Champ, Vinnie Mac, simulcast. Tony's back with Conrad, not your classic podcast. Watch along, try not to laugh. Lowest rules can't pass. This wasn't the initial plan. Tom Zigg's a good-looking man. Klondike Bill, make a chant. Tommy, you come over here.
What happened when?
WHW Monday. And now, let's go to the ring. And here's your co-host. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to What Happened When? Being recorded live on location at Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
Jimmy's Famous Seafood. How about that?
You made it.
I made it. This was quite a day.
This was like Eric Bischoff calls it the Ribera of America.
The Ribera of America. Do we thank Jeff Jones for helping us out here?
Oh, absolutely. Let's give everybody a round of applause for Jeff Jones.
Jeff Jones. Yay, Jeff Jones. Even though he doesn't have anything to do with us.
Well, now that he's a big AEW star.
Big time AEW.
He doesn't even answer his personal emails. You're going to need to send this to my All Elite Wrestling email if you want to communicate with me during
Jeff,
business hours.
What the fuck have you done with your life? Okay. All
Be
right.
sure to include your file number in the subject line.
Can I just want to ask Jeff, and you don't have a microphone from me, but just a yes or no, okay? Do Cody and Brandy read all your emails?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, so wait, the deal is you babyface them, but then you low-key bury them to Jeff? Is that what we're alluding to?
No,
Or
I was
you're
just
just
trying
hoping
to
you can beg to one more person to get signed to AEW? What are we?
No,
what are
I was just trying to be irreverent, trying to be funny. Hey, I want to say hello to a guy who has finally returned.
He's back with us amongst the living.
What's up, Candy Lickers?
Hello, Cassio.
I got a real problem with this.
Okay,
we got to talk about this.
Oh my God.
So on the way to this show, Dave Silva started promoting a week out. You got to come to St. Louis for the Tater Experience. I don't even know that you know this, but even Dave Silva was not calling our show WHW or What Happened When. It was nicknamed the Tater Experience.
For me, Tater Thought.
And then the other graphic that they started to use was a big one of Tony Schiavone from back in the day, and then like a little pop-up in the corner cameo style advertisement for Casio.
Right.
Where were you?
Not on the motherfucker. So if you see what I'm saying here, the Tater Experience, I'm not even on that. I don't even know what that is.
We found out what the Tater Experience was.
Well,
in
St. Louis found
didn't we?
out hard.
Yeah.
I'm talking about hard.
I'm talking about hard. I'm really surprised you were not arrested.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Tony Schiavone was so nervous about it that he was outside right after the building, getting into a running car, yelling at me for not being ready. And about 40 minutes later, he says, "So what was taking so goddamn long?" I said, "Tony, I was waiting on the check." He's like, "Well, goddamn, did you get it?" "No, you were mad and said we had to leave right then." I mean, I think he was concerned the Reds and Blues were coming to get you, buddy.
He took
Yeah.
care of me last night.
Yeah, I
No, he
did.
didn't.
No, yes, I did. Yes, I did. We all took
You
care
let
of
him
you.
walk into traffic.
Well, yeah, but
time.
he got away from me. But listen, you have not lived until you have witnessed this, and all of our fans who were with us in St. Louis witnessed this. They got to witness Cassio's big old fat pimply ass and Efren running on stage to grab hold of it. And when that happened, I really thought that we were going to be put in jail. I did. I said the cops are going to come in.
I mean, we started the show by you opening a gift of Tom Zink's vibrating asshole.
Okay.
That should have been a sign to come, right?
Yeah, but yeah, okay. I guess that
It was
laid the-
all downhill from there.
that set the table for what was just about to come.
Pun intended.
No pun intended. But overall, we had a great weekend. We really did. St. Louis was a
Two
lot
totally
of fun.
different shows.
Yes, it was.
Two totally different fields. I mean, we had Tommy Rich.
Is that amazing?
And how about this? It wasn't a surprise run-in to the fans. It was a surprise run-in to you and I.
Yes.
And he didn't deny any of the rumors that I hit him with.
Right.
You know I hit him with all them Tommy Rich rumors.
Yeah, you hit him with, did he fuck Missy first?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Has to be broke her in.
Okay. You ask who broke her in, and then you ask about him dipping his balls in peroxide.
Peroxide.
And he said, "I've been married 40 years. I denied everything," and walked off.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it, I guess.
Well, I think the best way to, do it is probably with BlueChew.
Yes, it
just so
is.
you can get, like, if you want to be married 40 years, you better be delivering. I'm talking about hard dick.
Cassie, I got a question for you. Do you like sex? Okay, I'm sure you do.
What are we? Where was that an invitation?
I didn't know where we're going.
That's almost like, do you like camping?
You made eye contact when you said it, too.
Well, if you like sex, you'll love Blue Chew, because at BlueChew.com you can get the first chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. It can work faster than pills, up to twice as fast.
Yeah, and let me tell you, I saw Casio eat square cheeseburgers twice as fast as he ever had before in St. Louis. He was knocking out some White Castle,
We're done
but
fast.
the only thing I think you would have eaten faster is like Blue Chew.
I needed something to keep me upright.
Blue
Is
Chew.
that what I was doing?
Yes.
Here's what's good about BlueChew. It only takes a few minutes to connect with a BlueChew.com affiliated physician. If you qualify, and why wouldn't you if you got a dick, you'll get prescribed online quickly. Sorry, Sarah, you don't have a dick. You don't qualify. No in-person doctor visit.
I guess we've never really said that, but penises are required for this shit to work.
If you
We gotta start throwing a disclaimer.
I just saw this in the copy. If you qualify. What the hell?
They're not gonna check your credit or measure your Peter. I think they're just gonna like check on your blood pressure or something.
My favorite is you hit that line right when the waitress walked by and she do a double take.
Because me and Jimmy's talking about penises out loud.
I didn't think you She's like, this is the weirdest job
So if you qualify, you'll get prescribed online. No awkward conversations like we're having right here. No waiting in line at a pharmacy. Ships directly to your door in discreet packaging. It's made in the USA. BlueChew gives you the confidence in bed every time. Chew it, Casio, and do it. Here's your deal. Visit. No. Here's your deal. Visit BlueChew.com. Get your first order free when you use promo code WHW. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BLUECHEW.com, promo code WHW. And you know what we say, don't you? It can get it so hard a cat can't scratch it. At BlueChew.com.
You delivered that like a real spokesperson, and I'm real proud of you.
Thank you very much. Remember, if you qualify.
Only qualified individuals.
Pretty sure there's a lot of folks qualifying, T.
I hope.
You
All
okay?
right.
You're wiping tears out of your eyes.
No, it's too much,
If
man.
you think you're crying now, you wait till we get to the end of this shit show. Tell everybody what we're watching today.
Okay, this we're going to take you back to another WCW Monday Nitro, Nitro 197, June 28th, 1999. June 28th, 1999. So this is really where we're going down the shitter quickly.
Oh, I just remembered what show this is. I can't wait for us to cover
Okay,
this
and
one.
what is this?
This has got a lot of Dave Flair.
Oh my God, really?
A ton.
And we're going to get pissed off at him all over again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's probably going to get mad at us.
Right.
For this episode.
Yeah.
Sorry in advance, Dave.
Okay, Dave. Well, that's the life you lead when you're on TV. People get pissed off at you, so deal with it, David.
Well, do you think we can get a little help from Casio counting? Or maybe Casio should try to count like he did last night in St. Louis.
Yes. Okay. Cassio, if you'll give us a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and then play,
Okay.
and then we'll hit play, and then we'll watch the show together. Okay? You ready?
Yep.
You sure?
2,
No. Oh, wait a minute.
1.
No. 3.
3.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
3, 2, 1, play.
WCW Monday Nitro. Dan, 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 dan. You guys want to sing the song with me? Dan, dan,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What are you trying to do here? Oh, I see what you're trying to do. Whoa. Well, last week on the program, Roddy Piper showed everybody his cock. And Ric Flair, who's been showing it for years, was showing it again.
Showing it again.
And speaking of cocks, here comes Buff Bagwell. Oh, Ric Flair and Dean Malenko, man.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He was grabbed for his gimmick.
He was going straight for the Blue Chew.
He
right
really
there.
was.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Yes, Master P.
Master P, he's
West
here.
Texas Rednecks, the No Limit Soldiers.
Oh.
Rap is crap. This is the episode where they debut the music video.
Oh, my God.
They're all jumping around yelling
Oh,
hootie
my
hoo.
God.
Dude, how badass did Kidman get up for that choke slam?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They made Sid look like a monster, man.
Yeah, well, it wasn't hard to do. And look at Deuce. Ric Flair was the president of World Championship Wrestling back then, right?
Yep. I think he's like co-president with Roddy Piper here.
Okay, so they're co-presidents. And now,
Kevin Nash is saying, hey, you had all those bad NWO guys just leave without hitting you. What's the deal? So now they wonder, is that him driving the Hummer? Because, of course, Kevin Nash was ran over by a Hummer.
you know what? I think we did probably a pretty good job here of, telling you exactly what you missed and what's coming, and I think
it's a great recap of
Right.
kind of where we are with
right.
everything.
And
Hey,
I think that's good.
yeah, I mean, they do it with major sitcoms and major television shows. I'll tell you, this Open, it's not what I remember about Nitro. Like, I remember the classic Open.
Sure.
This was fucking really well done.
I was. The Nitro girls looked great. It was very, very well shot. Had a guy named Mike Shockett who did a lot of our production work for us back then. Mike was very,
Mike
very
Shocker?
Shockett.
Oh, okay.
Shocker? You show me the shocker with your fingers there?
How did you know what the Shocker was?
I've been around. I've been hanging out with you guys for the weekend. I know.
Get one before?
No, I haven't.
Received one.
No, I haven't.
Tommy Rich may have.
No.
All right,
look-
here we go.
Oh, out in front of the United Center with the Michael Jordan statue.
Coming out on this side of the limo, one of the nicest men ever, Chris MacArthur.
Absolutely.
And coming around on the other, the president, and I guess at this point, 12 or 14 time
Right.
world champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. And who's in tow?
David
A
Flair.
very young David Flair.
Yes.
And of course, they're saying after tonight, nobody will want to be like Mike. They're going to want to be like Dave. 'Cause They're
Absolutely.
going to become the youngest world champion in the history of professional wrestling.
Absolutely. And the fact is, Dave can say, "Dad," but I'm fucking.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Listen,
just-
I don't want to step on it. Just go ahead and finish the thought.
Dad, I'm fucking Stacy Keebler, so the hell with you. I mean, David's got something that those two old men don't have, right?
Look at Rick. He was getting excited and he popped his watch off by accident.
Yeah.
They're fixing to do a chant here. Bruce MacArthur, I guess we should mention, they're saying this is his building. Of course, his family, on the Blackhawks and
Sure.
just well-to-do, shall
Right.
we say.
Yeah.
So he was saying, when you become world champion, we're going to put a statue right here, twice as big as Michael's, which is kind of fun.
Oh, so here we go. David Flair has a chance to become the world champion. And
That's
they're really
your main
excited.
event.
Wow, really.
Well, because he's president, so he rigged it so his son had a title shot.
This was a time where Mike Tenay and I, the Nitro girls were all about that.
How roll tide is Kimberly on this episode?
Kimberly never looked bad.
Yeah,
never looked bad.
I mean, that's got to be. That's roll tide.
Isn't it amazing that after all the years that I was backstage in WCW, that I never saw Kimberly's boobs until I saw the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
You didn't even get the magazine back in the day?
No, I never
Why
saw the
not?
magazine back in the day.
I mean, do you want to see it now?
No, I don't.
Because Casio carries it around.
Does he? in his back pocket.
It's part of his carry-on.
Yeah.
Man, what a cool presentation. Even here in '99, I thought, the pyro on the front of the stage is going to be comical here in a minute, but I thought it was really cool. The Nitro girls and the pyro in the ring with the fire out of the posts. And
Right.
This entrance set here is really a really nice set.
I never liked the logo, but I like the entrance.
Yeah,
the way
I mean,
it works. Yeah.
I understand that the logo sucks, but just the set is cool.
Right.
And you guys felt like you needed something different, although I thought the original, sort of classic Nitro set, that's still the best one.
Oh yeah, that's what we remember. I mean, that's when we were hot. Now this shot looks good, but I talked about this last week. Tenay and I were in the backstage area, and people were filing in. And I told Mike, I said, take a look at Heenan's shirt. Wow. You always tease me about my shirt, but take a look at that shit. Anyway, so I told Mike, I said,
Oh, look, you can tell you've matured here because back then you just had one chain on.
right.
Now you got three.
Now I've got 3. And thanks to Stoner Dale, I've got 4. He gave me a 4th
4
one.
chains.
He gave me a 4th one. He sure did.
But, if fans keep this up and as many live shows as you and I have planned coming later this year, you're going to look like a goddamn Mr. T for Christmas.
That's right. So I told Tenay, I said, take a look at the upper deck. We used to work the United Center where it was full all the time, but it was
Sure.
starting to wilt away. We knew it was coming. We could see that. You can add anything to the show you want there, Casio.
I didn't work with Mike tonight. So I don't know what
Okay.
y'all are saying.
But and you notice on the front here we had red formats. See the papers in red.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
Right, it is weird. So they started doing that because they started doing more like Hollywood would. When Hollywood does a rewrite of format pages,
different color.
A different color. So we started out with red, and then they would come and they would give us a different color format or page as we were going along. WCW Monday Nitro is brought to you by Milky Way.
No, it's not. It's brought to you by BlueChew.
Oh, okay. But Blue
Milk
Chew
it.
and Milky Way says milk it.
Milk it.
You could milk it with BlueChew when you use our promo code. What is it, Tony?
WHW, and just pay the $5 shipping. That's WHW. We love BlueChew.
What happened when you milked it?
When you milked it.
Well, what would happen if you milked it?
So this is a 3-hour.
Do you want to milk it? Are you going to milk it?
This is a 3-hour show now.
How much to milk it?
Is it really?
Well, yeah. I mean, we're not going to be here for 3 hours.
We'll be here for 2.
We'll be here for 2.
All right, so check out this opening match, though.
Yeah.
You know, I know that we sort of trashed this era of WCW. Opening match has Steve Regal and Fit Finlay. We're going to be all right.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, because and then David Taylor's with them as their flag bearer, and again, we're doing a great job of showing what happened last week leading up to this, and did a great job of building these storylines. And then you wonder why we're doing so many right things back then. You wonder why we went right down the shitter, but there obviously are so many reasons. But
I'll tell you, I think it was probably that the storylines were too complex.
Really, you think the storylines can be too complex?
They would get just too wound up where it was really trouble keeping up with, wait, who has beef with who and where and why now?
Right.
Because it just changed every week. Because this guy's a good guy, next week he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
2 weeks from now he's a good guy again. It was just sort of hard to keep up with it.
I think that's valid because we talk about this so much about the product that the WWE puts out there now. Nobody means anything anymore to me. I mean, it's all bland. It's all like everybody's the same. Who's your big superstar? And probably the same thing happened to us back then.
What do you think of the set here? I mean, not the set, but the actual ring setup. You guys have black mats around the ring, and then just a regular gray canvas and gray skirt. Like there's no logos or nothing.
Well, you know, I think you can clutter it up too much.
Look at the lighting.
I know, lack thereof.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know,
Vince would hate that, wouldn't he?
Oh my God, he would be so mad. But you know what? I mean, they try to.
They're doing something different. It looks cool.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, they're doing a red tint. I understand. I'm just saying it looks dark. You know, Vince would say, "God damn it."
Yeah, lighten it up.
Can't see shit.
But you know what I you know how I think about elaborate entrances. I think elaborate entrances are overdone. And now the ring's dark. He probably wouldn't have liked that.
No. I mean, this sucks. You can't see anything.
Right.
It's like Cassio's honeymoon.
Reminds me of last night. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, we looked in Cassio's eyes.
The lights were out.
The lights were out, man. And to quote a great person who came up with this line, Cassio looked like spilled fuck last night. One of my favorite lines of the weekend.
So we've got like a Revolution type deal here where you got Perry Saturn, and of course you've got Chris Benoit. Of course we know they're going to jump ship after the first of the year, and they're going to go become the Radicals, and it'll be the best thing Chris Benoit ever did. But Steve Regal and Fit Finlay, they're going to round out. I mean, this has got to be four of the best wrestlers in the world, does it not?
Do you really think that was the best thing Chris Benoit ever did?
To jump ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would you disagree?
I just wanted to make sure you.
If you were gonna insinuate it had something to do with Nancy, you let that happen.
No,
you were there when they first started dating. She was a married woman, Tony.
Yeah.
You didn't say a goddamn thing. If you just fucking spoken up and done what was right, shit could have been different.
I could have.
But you didn't do it. Oh, tuck it, Tony, did you? Oh, tuck it, Tony. Wreck-It Ralph. Hell, you're tucking Tony.
I remember someone approached me about that relationship, and I said, "Yeah, man, I'm for it. Yeah, book it."
You probably did.
I probably did. I'm not going to take blame for that, but Fit Finlay was.
What do you think the best thing he ever did was? You son of a bitch.
Well, I don't know. I only saw Chris Benoit do stuff for us, so I don't know.
He was a mid-card guy for y'all, and on his last night there, you gave him the world title, and by then it was too little too late, so he gave it back. And he sort of started all over again with the other company. But, dude, being the man in WCW in 2000 versus being the man in the WWE in 2004 are two totally different things.
Yeah, I agree with that. Qualified too little too late. It was too little too late for him? Or too little, too late for the promotion?
So for him, because he felt like, he hadn't been given the right opportunities, and he felt like when Kevin Sullivan was coming back on the committee that they couldn't trust that, given the circumstance, that it wouldn't affect Benoit's push.
Right.
And because Benoit had friends in Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and those type guys, they all assumed, well, if he has heat with Chris, he'll do it with us too. So they went and complained, and then eventually asked for their release. And Mike Graham popped off and said something like, "If you were fucking my wife, I'd have your head on a stick. I wouldn't make you the goddamn world champion," or something like that.
Wow.
They reported that to HR, and magically, boom, they got their releases that they weren't granted before.
Holy shit.
And they showed up on Raw the next week, and they were off to the races.
Wow.
But I mean, look at what upside would there have been for Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit had they stayed here in WCW?
No, there'd been no upside.
You look at WrestleMania 20, and man, what a special moment that was. And it wouldn't have happened had he just hung around here.
Right. So maybe Mike Graham popping off, one of the best things ever happened to their careers.
Yeah, it's the only good thing Mike Graham ever did.
Watch out. We just love to throw dirt on dead people.
No, here's the deal. When you said popping off with Mike Graham, I could have been real crass, and I didn't. I let it ride by.
Right.
So you're not going to make me feel bad about me taming it down.
When I said popping off with the Mike Graham.
Well, bang, bang.
Oh, my God.
That's what Cactus Jack would say.
Okay.
He would.
He would have said bang, bang. He absolutely would have. All right, we're back after our first commercial break, and wow. Really?
Jeff Jones is pointing out that it probably only took one shot.
Okay. Here come the judge. Here come the judge.
And of course, he's like, "You're going to have to edit that, bro. I'm with allelitewrestling.com now. I can't have that type of shit on the internet."
Oh, man. You know, Fit Finley didn't back down from anybody.
But did you see Perry Saturn kind of flip for him?
Yeah.
Perry took care of him.
Oh, yeah. Perry was a pro, man.
I was wondering this watching this the other day. What the fuck do you think happened to the back of Perry's head for him to need a Band-Aid the size of my hand?
Yeah. It almost looks like it's put there to be a gimmick to where, you know, he opened up a cut.
That was not a gimmick to boot to the head
No,
right there about
not.
Regal.
No.
What's always fascinated me about Regal is, by the way, I love the little struts and shit. But like when he gets in the corner, you're about to see, and you're going to comment on what great shape Regal's in. Mm-hmm. And he never looked like he was like in superhero shape. But there were varying, I don't know, eras of Regal where he looked like two totally different people physically.
Right.
And he was a great wrestler at any weight.
Yes, he was.
And there's not a lot of guys like that. And I think one of them that most people would think about these days is Cassius Ohno, the former Chris Hero. Have you ever seen any Chris Hero matches?
No.
I got to show you some of those one day.
Well, you know, back to the various stages of Steve Regal, you know, Regal did have some problems that he's well addressed throughout his career. And he battled through those. And that certainly would have an impact not only on, obviously, your mind, but your body as well. But there was no question that Regal could perform and now is still one of the guys that's called upon. You know, he basically kind of runs NXT, doesn't he? Not true. I mean, obviously we know that Triple H does, but his number one man down at the Performance Center is Steve Regal.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of them. I think the guy who's really in charge of NXT is Matt Bloom, the former A-Train or Albert. But yeah, I mean, Steve Regal is definitely on the squad, and you know, one of the big talent scouts in all of wrestling.
Let me ask you about international wrestling, because is it true? And I think Fit Finley lived this, and certainly with David Taylor and Steve Regal, some of the toughest wrestlers ever came from overseas. Said they came from Great Britain.
Well, I mean, even late, and you know, much later than they were here in America, from what I understand, is they were still doing more of the carnival style, you know, event where they're making open challenges.
Right.
You know, like real ones.
Sure.
Where fans get in there and get the shit beat out of them.
Right.
But every now and again, there's a sleeper who's actually pretty wiry.
Right.
And he's going to be a handful.
Exactly.
So you got to have a guy who knows how to
You're right.
take care of business.
Legitimately tough guys.
Like realistically,
yeah.
nobody's fucking with Fit Finley.
No. And
even now.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. No one would ever fuck with Fitz Finley. And he was like,
dude, him hitting him in the back with the pole and Perry falling like he died just tickled me.
And then he still kicks out.
Yeah, of course. Just because you get hit in the head with a flag
means you can always kick. Means that's not the finish. Absolutely.
Especially if you already had a bandage back there. I mean,
padded it a little bit.
Right.
Hit on the bandage.
Here comes the hot tag.
Oh my.
I think these Benoit tights might actually be the tights that he wore when he won the world title. It was like a black and blue Wolverine style like that. I know that because his daughter was trying to sell them a few years ago.
Wow.
I think there was a certain section of the collector market that was like, I don't know if I want that.
I can see why not. Man,
Bruce Pritchard has told me that his son Kane's favorite wrestler was Chris Benoit. And so they would always like hang out when he went to shows and stuff like that. And Benoit would, flying headbutt.
look how the fans reacted.
Oh, they were all with it.
Yes, they were. And now the crippler crossface.
On fit.
Yep.
And here's your finish.
Wow. Okay, now we got a clusterfuck going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah. And that always signified that we're going to have a finish here
But
any time now.
didn't it feel like it was about to hit? I mean,
Yeah.
it felt like
Right.
that was it. These fucking, these are cartoon spots right here.
Yeah, they
I hate
are.
'em.
They are. This do-si-do shit.
That's the Three Stooges bullshit.
Yeah. But you
I mean,
know,
that resulted in a nice spot. I
Right.
can't argue that. Here we go. I'll give you $1 if you know what the fuck that move's called.
okay, that's
'Cause I had this exact conversation. I watched this show with Dave Silva.
it's called the Death Valley Driver.
God damn it, I owe you $1.
Oh, there you
I can't
go.
believe
How
you
about that?
knew it.
Fuck, man, I used to
think-
be a commentator. I used to be fucking somebody.
Well, you will be again next month for MLW.
For
right?
MLW, yeah, for 4 shows, I guess.
MLW.
Yeah.
MLW.
Right.
Hey, so we haven't talked about it. What do you think about All Elite Wrestling selling out their show? I mean, everybody's been talking about it. Like, Dave Meltzer thinks that they could have sold 100,000 tickets to All Out. He says that Soldier Field wouldn't have been big enough for the
Yeah,
demand.
right.
And that it had more demand than any show in American history, more than any WrestleMania.
Do you think this is going to lead to them trying to go to stadiums and doing something? Going to I don't know, like the Mercedes-Benz Dome in Atlanta, or a Dome Stadium? It could lead to that. I mean, it really could. Who the is this?
It's Van Hammer, baby.
What? You know what? We couldn't kill Van Hammer, could we?
Dude, look at the shape.
I mean,
Arn
he
Anderson.
showed up in
Look
every-
At the shape Arn Anderson's in right
Yeah,
there.
I know, man. Compared to what he is now.
No,
But-
I'm just saying, like, dude,
okay.
that's tip top Arn for '99.
It is.
You know that he looks better than he did in '86, right there.
Right.
Piper and Flair both look pretty young. By the way, when Van Hammer looks to leave,
Yeah.
Rick's gonna turn to the lady Asia again.
Right.
Check him out what he does.
Okay.
The itsy bitsy spider. That's what he started singing, dude. That's
Oh,
so childlike and so money.
yeah.
See, this looks weird to me. It's just a plain canvas, plain ring skirt, just gray. I mean, after having those, like,
No, I know what you're saying.
the skirts where you had like the light shining through that said Nitro, and then you had the big Nitro logo on the actual canvas, and now just plain.
Did you ever ask Eric?
No, Eric don't remember shit.
Yeah,
David Crockett.
I understand that.
He punctured a lung right there.
Really?
Yeah, or something stupid.
Jesus.
Like fucking hurt him bad. Broke a rib into the lung, collapsed lung. That's what it is.
Well, that was it was a stiff elbow. There was no question
Apparently his hip was hurting, so he was landing more on the guys.
on the guys than he was on his hip. Yeah. But you know what? I agree. I don't know why that we changed it, our ring skirt. Somebody came up with an idea that, you know what, it looks better like this, and let's keep it like this. And so I don't know.
But just from a picture standpoint,
Yeah.
if somebody was snapping a picture of that and going to put it in a magazine or a blog or something, whatever they do with pictures, you wouldn't know. WCW.
What do they do with pictures these days? I don't know. Okay.
Well, because I'm like, it's 99. And there's not many blogs.
Right. Exactly. It's exactly. It's not many blogs. There's not social media. Exactly.
I got on Casio. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you heard, but I'm going to be diabetic tomorrow.
Really? Yes, I know.
Paul Bromwell showed up, and he brought fresh off of Casio's cut my Mount Rushmore of snack cakes.
Right. Yes. And the fudge rounds are gone.
We are down to fudge rounds. Fudge rounds down. And then there were 3.
down to 3 fudge rounds.
But you're going Swiss cake roll last, you said, right?
Oh, you got to save the best for last, maybe. And how about this? Our mutual friend, the great Cole Kubelik, says put them in the fridge.
That's what he said.
Really?
Ooh.
So
Well, you got a head nod from Judge over there.
I did. Well, I'm staying at the Total here, and they got a fridge in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to tell you this. Them Swiss cake rolls already in there.
That's how you tell us. He didn't know how to tell us, but he certainly told us, didn't he? It's like a dinner. He said, I think I'm going to have a milkshake. I don't know if I want one or not. Boom, crushed, gone. 3 seconds later.
You kicked its ass.
You kicked its ass, man. You kicked its ass.
You did man's work on the milkshake.
Gone.
Whatever you do with milkshake.
It was almost like a watermelon shooter for a milkshake. Blunk. Gone. Hey, Asia here is now Dale Torborg's wife. They've been married and they have children. And Dale Torborg is a friend. He was a strength and conditioning coach for the Chicago White Sox. And so.
Is your butt sore?
No. Former demon in pro wrestling. I'm just trying
Is your butt sore?
No.
We're sitting in these fucking metal chairs.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was setting something
I
up.
thought he was too.
I see why Jimmy's is so successful. Because in restaurant business, in order to really maximize your profit, you got to turn tables.
Right.
God damn, don't nobody want to sit in these chairs for 2 hours.
That's right.
Nope. Eat your crabs, pay your tab, get the fuck out.
Well, I tell you what,
See
buddy.
you next time.
The crab cake.
Jimmy's Famous Seafood.
I'd heard a lot about the crab cakes.
It's the best in the world.
Oh, the best in the world.
And you had one fried and one
and-
steamed, right?
Right, one fried and one broiled, right?
Yeah.
Tremendous.
And which do you prefer?
It's toss up. I like them. I probably like them broiled better, but I like them fried too, man.
I've only ever had broiled until this trip. I had a fried one today.
Yeah.
It's like what I grew up on.
Yeah.
It's the money.
But you know what I'd like to do, and I've done it before. Back when I worked for Baltimore's AA team, we used to come up here once a year, and we used to go to a crab house and eat the crabs with the mallets, and the plastic knives and everything, where they would put, and they do that here, right? They put brown paper on.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
downstairs.
Yeah, that's.
Well, we can do that tomorrow. You want to do that tomorrow?
I think we should come back tomorrow, shouldn't we?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm in. And you want us to just wear out some crabs?
We're out some crabs, yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember.
Beat 'em up.
I think Jeff's been wearing out crabs all weekend.
Have you, Jeff?
He was telling me something about all elite cooter. I don't know what that means, but mark the time code. Just mark the time code. We'll be fine.
Holy cooter. Let's see what time code was that. Got it. We can't hurt Jeff.
No, here's the deal.
He's-
But Jeff's not going to get to sit over there on Instagram and not make him laugh. Like,
Right.
we're going to find a way to elicit a reaction. One way or another, he's going to start selling, goddammit.
Right. Piper, one thing I never liked about Piper in this era,
He never looks at the camera.
he never looks at the camera. And I get it. He always was the type of guy that was engaged with the fans, and he was very good at that.
He was
But-
better to do backstage for that reason.
Exactly. But here he's looking at, not only is not looking at the camera, he's looking at the wrong fucking camera, apparently. Okay, there's a couple of cameras. They would always have two hard cameras. He looked at the wrong one.
I mean, did you have this strong of a feeling towards Robert Gibson's promos?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Well, that's not fair. You're picking on Roddy, goddammit.
Well, it's because Ricky Morton did the interviews. Robert didn't give us. What are you laughing about there, Jeff? Jeff.
By the way, I saw some stuff from '85 right after the Rock and Rolls won the NWA World Titles.
Yeah.
And when they're sort of breaking down the footage of how they won it, they're asking Ricky to do a promo. Lord, he tried.
Really?
I mean, I'm so used to the polished, standard Ricky Morton promo now.
Right.
It was weird to see him sort of struggle.
When he first started
But
doing
you got to remember, fuck, that was 35 years ago.
Sure was.
So,
Yeah. And they had just done they had been in Mid-South, and they had done some smaller stuff.
but now they're on national TV.
And you got to go out there and you got to do a couple of minutes on national TV, and it's your big stage. Absolutely.
And you're live.
And you're live, buddy. You're not really live, but you're live to tape. Basically, they're not going to stop tape.
What do you
They
think
cut it
about
again.
Arn's Canadian tuxedo?
Yeah, I don't know. That is real. Is that what you call a Canadian tuxedo?
If
That
it's full denim.
okay? It's called a Canadian tuxedo. Is that true?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
He went from, yeah.
Okay.
What if we had you do that SummerSlam, Toronto, if you wore a Canadian tuxedo.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
What are you laughing about? I would do it.
You're gonna look great in it.
Am I going to look?
I need you to get like a cowboy hat made out of denim.
Cowboy
too.
hat made out of denim. And a
You
Canadian.
come into Old Town Road.
Can I?
Till it can't no more.
So let me ask you if I
got Schiavone in the back.
Yes.
I want to get this question out here. If I come into Toronto wearing the quote-unquote Canadian tuxedo,
Well, you can come in Toronto thanks to BlueChew.
if I do, am I going to get heat? I mean, are people in Toronto going to think I'm making fun of them?
There would be people listening to this right now, and they know you're just trying to be funny. It's not going to work, but you're going to try.
Okay.
Bill Apter style. You know.
Okay. Yes.
Where he thinks he's batting 1,000, and it's
Right.
just, ow, 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 ow.
Bill Apter.
Tried? No, he does. Nobody thinks Bill Apter is funnier than Bill Apter. Bill Apter is convinced that Bill Apter is the greatest comedian in the history of our great sport.
Oh my God.
And that's what makes him funny, if I'm honest with you.
exactly,
The
it does.
confidence. It's tremendous.
Yeah. Oh wow, this is going on and fucking on and on and on.
Well, because they're talking about how today everybody's going to want to be like Dave.
Right.
Because as president, I'm going to give my kid a world title shot.
Rick had that LASIK surgery around this time too, and therefore you could see when they would zoom in on him that his
Make it a
eyes
little
would
glassy?
but it had the glassy reflector look in his eye. Yeah.
By the way, I called the shotgun Red House of Motors.
Did you?
Yeah, there's no answer.
I thought you meant when it aired.
No, I mean,
last night?
yeah. Well, when I watched this last week, see, we were supposed to tape this last week, and Tony had something at the house going. And you can't tape tonight.
I said, can you tape tonight? He went, no, I've got to tape something with Bruce, and then Bruce had like 12 molars pulled, and couldn't do it, and then.
Seriously, dude, I was told it was the gnarliest thing ever pulled out of a human.
Right.
He's in bad shape.
Yeah, he was really in bad shape.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't make the pay-per-view. I mean, neither did half the crowd. But
Right.
He didn't make the pay-per-view.
Well, you know what they say: take care of your teeth, and your teeth will
Dude,
take care of you.
how roll tide is
It's
Gorgeous George?
Gorgeous George and Molly Holly.
By the way,
man.
Eric Bischoff categorized the Macho Man Gorgeous George relationship as fuck buddy. Would you concur?
Yes, I would.
Because I said was he as like crazy protective of her as he was like Elizabeth? And he said no. I never saw them in any sort of lovey-dovey type situation.
Right.
They always struck me as more fuck buddies.
Right. Yeah, he's right. The Liz thing was over the top, as it's been well documented, and maybe he knew and grew from it. I don't know, but boy, Gorgeous George, and man, look at Deuce.
And allegedly, Gorgeous George, he just found it in a gentleman's establishment, right? And ta-da, you're my girlfriend now. You have a job in WCW.
Oh, yes. Right.
Did you not think I was going to tell the truth on that?
No, I didn't know.
Or did I make that up? You're getting real
No,
shitty.
no.
This is a weird part.
Here's the deal, man. Macho Man's dead. He's not going to beat us up.
No, okay, you're right. That's right.
And I asked Eric, and Eric said, well, yeah, I'm not going to deny that's how it happened, but
Right.
he was right. She did a good job.
Yes, she did.
He came and said, hey, she'd be good at this. We tried it. She was good.
Right.
I mean, that's a logical explanation from Eric. So here's my question. Why didn't you ever try to get Lois a gig?
Really?
Dude, they could have had a Lois Schiavone on a pole match.
Boy, they sure could have.
It could have been you and her teaming up. Oh, and they would have had Matt and Chris save you. Of course, Jobber Schiavone would have been late.
Right. I don't know. No, we needed to keep Lois off TV.
Why? Dude, if Roseanne Barr can get over,
Right.
Lois Schiavone can.
Yeah, there's no question.
I mean-
and she's look at this. Oh, for crying out loud!
Picking on little names.
Was he showing Flair his tit just now? Was he raising up his shirt and showing him his right nipple?
He was saying, that's where I want to kiss you.
Oh God, he's crying. Look at him. They got Charles at an angle. Oh my God.
You know what that's setting up? Gorgeous George is going to wrestle Little Nate on pay-per-view.
Oh my God!
You called it. You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
You called it.
You don't know. Some things you just block out. You block out of your memory, right?
No.
No, you do. Believe you me, you do. I had a question here at Jimmy's Famous Seafood. What is the most memorable moment that you had in Baltimore when you were here? And we had a lot of memorable moments, and it was really hard for me to pick one. So I picked the Triple Tower of Doom cage match because I just remember that. Not like it was the greatest moment, but I remember that. And I remember when, Luger bled and they threw the match out and people got pissed off. So it's hard to remember all this shit, man.
You didn't see it.
But this is like a 10-minute fucking interview segment.
Way too long.
It really is.
It's almost like they've doubled up on the BlueChew. It's just taking forever.
Keep going on and on and on. And now they got Sid screaming.
It's saying, this makes my dick this big.
Yeah, okay.
Seriously, I take a BlueChew and it just goes up like this.
And I'll fuck him behind in the ass like this. Oh, got a little bit too close to him.
Oh, man, Tony just... Boy, he'll go over the edge on you, won't he?
That's right.
How about Flair about to have an aneurysm on TV?
It's getting wild in there.
Yeah, it's just confusing.
Yeah,
It's 38
it is.
people in the ring.
It's absolutely
I don't know if
confusing.
they're arguing or not. Are they all on the same team?
He's booking matches, I guess, as the president, and as Roddy is the assistant president or vice president or whatever.
Cassie, is your butt hurting?
Why do you look at me like that?
I wanted your answer.
No?
Okay.
Is yours, Conrad?
Yeah, man. Time to turn the table.
What are we talking about?
We'll be back after these words, folks, right here on Nitro in a half-empty United Center in Chicago.
Oh, God.
Which is nothing like the Sears Center, which could have sold 137,000 tickets.
Exactly. Oh, my God.
Painting them fingernails. Luscious Lenny Lane being sold by Lodi. And
God.
he's rubbing his hands together. What's Lodi going to do here?
I don't know. He's going to massage his back, maybe? Yeah, baby.
Wow, how did you know?
I could see that coming.
Okay, so you forgot Gorgeous George Wrestling, but you remember this.
Yeah, grabbing the traps, man.
Doing is your butt hurting?
I need to turn these tables. So how about...
Whoa, there's Sting! Motherfucking over Sting!
Dude, I mean, it's crazy that of all the characters that you guys had that you just killed, like Bret Hart,
Right,
like Goldberg,
right.
you couldn't, I mean, that sounds crazy, you couldn't kill Sting.
No, and we
Sting was
really
made
tried,
to-
didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, you put him like on fire and threw him off things and put him in the ocean and put him in a grave and...
Set him on fire here in Baltimore at the arena, right? Absolutely we did. Good call there. Hey, Canadian fans only. Canadian fans call.
Yes. If you're American, don't even try.
Canadian fans call 1-800.
How many of them tried?
Hey.
Well, hang on now. The top line was for America. The bottom line was for Canada.
Okay.
How many of them tried to call the Canadian line?
I don't know.
Well, they don't know about all that.
Welcome to the WCW Canadian Hotline. Tony Schiavone will be in Toronto
Was that popping
in a
off?
Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
Yes, for SummerSlam. Lodi is my jack off. No, Lodi is back on Nitro.
Wow.
Okay,
Boy.
I thought that said jack off. I wasn't
My
sure.
gosh.
Lenny is cool. You do not like my shorts.
Now, do you?
Do you like my shorts? Okay.
Boy, what the fuck, man?
Okay. Okay, we got another sign here. Okay. Lodi rules. Oh. Okay.
Why are you reading it like this?
Lodi's wearing blue for BlueChew.
Are you fucking high right now?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Are you?
What? No.
Okay, I didn't.
We're
I
in
didn't think you-
Baltimore.
okay, I didn't think so. We had some crab cakes, and I had a couple of.
Oh, now I may have a
mules.
little milkshake high.
Yeah, milkshake.
Milkshake. Huh?
It brought all the boys to
Yeah,
the yard. I'm
after
gonna
you
tell
had
you.
after you had 12 fudge things. What are they called?
Fudge round.
Fudge rounds and a milkshake. We don't want pussy in the ring.
What?
No, we don't want. Okay.
What are you saying?
We don't care for Chicago. Why would they be that way? Did I recently see on social media Lodi's picture?
Yeah, he's not dead. Yeah.
No, he's not dead. And
He lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
and he's like a personal trainer or something now, I think.
Yes.
Right.
I believe he's a very religious person as well.
Well, then I
Still
shouldn't talk.
very good friends.
I shouldn't talk badly about him.
Sit there and pop off.
I still talk.
Hey, how about this? Right after the car wreck, man. Car wreck was 6 months prior to this for Eddie. Look at him.
Wow.
Eddie looks better than ever.
Yes, he does.
And this is 6 months after he, will look like spilt fuck like Casio last night after he flipped that Corvette around New Year's.
Wow. Eddie was. God, the wrestling business misses him.
Can you imagine how critical he would be as like a trainer at NXT or an agent for WWE or maybe one of the head coaches over at AEW?
Right.
Imagine him working with the Young Bucks and Penta and Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Yeah.
It'd be killer.
But he'd have to go through Jeff Jones first, wouldn't he? I mean, you could
Probably.
you
Jeff
can't
Jones
talk
is
to
the
them.
gatekeeper. Just ask him.
Exactly.
No,
He dropped his phone on that one. Okay.
I'm not fucking helping with this shit anymore.
I'm not getting you guys here at Jimmy's Fantasy Food anymore. You just
Go to
shitting
the
on
airport.
Me. We shit on everybody, Jeff.
Bring the fucking Dave Lagana podcast.
Oh, wow. Oh,
My
God.
monkeys, my circus.
So we got Lodi against Eddie, and the referee's going to take a fucking bump right at the beginning. Well, he has to. You know why? They got to get this match over in 3 minutes because they just had a 15-minute fucking interview.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing that Arn Anderson has talked to me a lot about recently, because Arn and I, obviously, since StarCast, we've been talking. I know you going to have a podcast with him coming up later on.
That's the rumor and innuendo.
That's the rumor and innuendo. He said that, and I think he's going to be very good at this. He says that guys these days, talking about when he was working the WWE, he says he doesn't think they have enough time to tell a story in the ring anymore. And I think he's right. I think you have two guys who can work, and if they can only go like 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, that's not enough time to tell a story. And there's a story to be told going to the match when you cut your promos, and there's a story to be told in the match as the match is going on. They just don't get that anymore. Well, look how Lenny has positioned himself on Lodi there. See that? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I thought it was interesting, didn't you, that he was
It was a
kind of 69 in him there, didn't you think so?
Wow.
Wait.
Okay, yeah, I did.
What is 69ing?
Well, it's what they were doing.
What does that mean?
Well, one was one way, one was the other.
Have you ever did that?
No. I have not.
Do you want to?
No.
Does your butt hurt?
Is your butt sore? Have you noticed, by the way, that Ian Riccaboni from Ring of Honor is obsessed with Hulk Hogan pinning people in the 69 position?
I know he is. He even sent me a tweet about it.
He believes there was a stretch in the late 80s and I think 90
Yeah?
where he is consistently putting the thermos in people's face and putting his face near their button.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way he pins instead of just hooking the leg the traditional style. What do you think about that? Is that a rib where he's just like, hey, I'm the top guy. Here's my dick. You can't say shit.
Here's the top guy. Here's my dick. Wait a minute. We're going to put the Meineke brakes on this discussion right now. I think that Hogan was just fucking with guys. I don't think he was saying.
Fucking guys.
Well, no, I don't. Oh, I don't.
Look at Tori right here, 23, 24 years old.
Jesus, criminy. Can you believe Billy Kidman was hitting that?
Now, here's what's great.
Oh, my God.
David Flair is the only guy who you could say his real life girlfriend was hotter than his on-screen girlfriend.
Right.
Because Tori Wilson, and the other one's Tori Wilson.
Exactly.
Like, how's that real?
I know.
Arguably the two all-time most popular. One's your on-screen, one's your real life.
I know.
You never work a day in your life.
No. Jesus. What? Just I just let me go back to this Hogan thing. I think he was just pulling ribs on guys. I don't think he was like saying, "This is my dick. I'm the world champion. You got to eat it," or anything like that.
You gotta eat it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I meant it as a joke. Like they couldn't tattle. You know.
right. Well, couldn't tattle. Tattle is when something happens to you in the backstage area. This happened on camera. There was no tattling.
Well, but in theory, if they went to an agent and said, "Hey, can you ask Terry to keep his balls out of my face?" You can't really request that.
Well, there's only one thing to do.
Take the balls.
So what? There's only one thing to do, and that is to ask Hogan himself, or ask Eric.
But here's the thing: like if he says, "No, brother, that don't work for me. That's the way I've been." So if you want the main event payoff, you're going to have to lay there and
Yeah, no, you're right. You're going to take the thermos. take the thermos.
Bootleg drop thermos.
Bootleg drop thermos. That's it.
Yeah.
Be an easy call, wouldn't it? Bootleg drop thermos. Okay, so we've almost done the hour. We've almost done an hour of this show, and we've had more talking than we've had wrestling. I get it.
Oh, my God.
Here
it's
we
about
go.
to get worse, too.
Oh, my God.
Here goes
Hack.
hardcore hack.
Yeah.
And he's got Chastity with her. What do you remember about Chastity, Tony?
I remember nothing about her.
What?
I don't remember anything about her. What should I have remembered about her? What? What?
She have a thermos collection?
Okay, this is going to probably not surprise anybody. Okay, let me see that, Jeff.
What Jeff is showing you is what she's known for.
Okay,
She appeared in an adult film put together by Jules Jordan in New Jersey called Live Bait.
Uh-huh.
And in this scene, she and a friend fillet a man. And once she was on TV, Jules, the person who produced the movie, realized, wait a minute, this girl's a TV star. So he started promoting it that way, and all of a sudden it was pushed as WCW Superstar Chastity.
Uh-huh. Wow.
And it got Eric's attention. So Eric, on commentary on one of these shows, says, "Oh, there's a movie star," but he never got any heat from WCW about her being on the roster after appearing in the adult movie.
Well, here's something that probably doesn't surprise you, and I never did watch ECW. I didn't. I didn't know who Hardcore Hack was. I didn't know he was Sandman. I didn't know of all, and now I know, and I just think he had some of the greatest entrances ever. But back then, I was completely, to me, it was just another guy in the ring. What is it? What's on his? What's on his shirt? Sweet Chastity's on his shirt. And so it's like everybody else. You got to talk for 20 minutes before you wrestle.
He's calling out Ric Flair, just so you know.
Really?
He wants to beat up Ric Flair. Of course, Flair's not going to come out.
Right. So who's Flair going to send out in his place here?
I'll let you guess.
Come on, Flair. See, I think, man, I think it would have been cool as hell to have him come to the ring with a cigarette in the side of his mouth and beating his head with a beer can. Fuck.
But he would have been bleeding, and he would have had to pay for Metallica licensing. Seriously, if you take away Metallica from Sandman, you have?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Hack.
Right. You're exactly right.
I mean, I don't think there's been an act that was more reliant on music than Sandman in history.
Right.
I mean, if he comes out to literally anything else, it ain't the same. See?
Wow.
Bam Bam Bigelow. You call out Ric Flair, who answers? Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam looking rather thin here, too.
Yeah.
So is Bam Bam the hardcore champion here now?
Tag champ.
Tag champ. All right. All right, this got some potential, doesn't it? Got some potential. And then the bell rang type, potential.
Yeah.
Ding. Oh, shit. Here we go. Greetings from Asbury Park.
Didn't spend a lot on that jacket.
No, he didn't. That's okay. God,
Mailbox letters.
Okay.
that's okay. I mean, you shouldn't try to make everything look too fancy. Wow, he looked good, man.
I should have made these chairs a lot more fancy.
I should. I just think that Bam Bam just was looking thin here and in shape. Bigelow could do a lot of great stuff.
He had the look, brother.
Yeah, he did have the look, man. I mean, how many
guys got tattoos on their head?
exactly? I was going to say the same thing. That tattoo on your head is like before it's time.
It's a billboard that says "Don't fuck with me."
That's exactly right.
I got paperwork.
Right. Yeah, that was a shitty spot. See the fans are really not into this, and
These guys have not been positioned as stars.
not been positioned to stars.
Fans are going to respond to stars.
But we put them on our top program, right? In an effort, I guess, to get them over. But really, if you think about the impact that ECW had, it had a big impact. But on a nationwide level, it probably didn't, or they would have reacted more to this, wouldn't they? Not trying to.
It also wasn't written like shit. So you've got the Sandman, and the Sandman's character, I mean, his gimmick is his entrance.
Right.
When you take a guy's, what got him over, away from him, what the fuck do you expect?
Right. This
If
is
all of a
what you
sudden
get.
the Young Bucks were like told, oh, you guys can't do super kicks now.
Right.
Nothing off the top rope either. Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing?
That's not who they are. So,
Sure.
You got to let the Sandman drink cigs and hit himself in the head with beer and
Yeah.
come out to Metallica.
Well, we sure were in the sign era back then, weren't we? My God.
And you love him.
Yeah, I didn't mind him. I didn't mind him. You trying to call some shit over there? I didn't mind him at all.
Love posters.
No, I always thought a poster trying to sell their business was kind of shitty.
I love it.
You did?
Oh, man, I love when fans show up with a WHW poster, makes it on TV.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, it's the best.
But back in the day, I didn't like
Yeah, but we're selling shit. Stop saying that.
Like MPO, Hardcore Champ. What the fuck?
Thunder Racing Team.
Yeah, some racing.
Thunder racing.
Oh my God. Whew, well, that was okay. One.
So, Tony, are
Yeah.
you going to tell us a little bit about your weekend? Which show did you prefer?
Of the shows
St.
that we
Louis
did,
or Baltimore?
I preferred the Baltimore show. We had a great crowd. It was the first time I was ever at Jimmy's Famous Seafood, and it was every bit as advertised. They were so nice to us, and but the memory that is going to be with me for the entire weekend is Cassio showing his old pimply ass on stage, and Efren running towards it like it was a magnet, drawing him out of the crowd.
He's probably got pink eye today.
Pink eye.
Hold too close.
And I really, I'm thinking, oh, we're going to end up having to bail somebody out of jail tonight.
I mean, this is written yesterday.
Yeah.
Or today,
Right.
1:42 in the afternoon.
Okay.
I have an eye appointment tomorrow. Cassio's ass burned my retinas. And I'm all for things that burn in and from my ass, just not my retinas.
That's from Efren.
Yeah.
Good God.
That's your fans.
So we had a great weekend. We really did, and I just
Let's tell the truth, though. The highlight was Jimmy's.
Yes, it was
The food, the service, the staff,
service. It was all
the
great.
facility. You were like, damn, how many rooms does this place have? This
I know.
is huge.
And I had never been there before, and I know they even had later in the night. They even had a watch. They have all the WWE pay-per-views here, right? And they were watching.
Yeah, I mean, every boxing, MMA, UFC, wrestling.
Right.
And even fun trivia stuff. They've got something going on every day at Jimmy's. Whether you just need to swing through, pick something up, have a drink after work, take the family out for a nice dinner, whatever.
Plus, and I need to say that because you know I need to say this and need to be very clear because you know the way I am, telling the truth here. Their waitresses are pretty freaking hot.
They're Roll Tide.
They are Roll Tide. Yes, they are.
There's not an ugly staff.
No,
here
there's not.
At Jimmy's Famous.
Wow, they all look good. So
and they're all wrestling fans.
Yeah, how about
food's
that?
Great. I had prime rib, and Cassio had one of everything, and you had your first crab cakes.
Yeah, I did.
You had it 2 ways. You loved it.
But God, we got coming up a dancing contest between Disco Inferno and the cat. Ferner and the cat. Disco Inferno in the Ferner.
There's no skeeter on my Peter with Inferno.
You know, Paul Bromwell said something to me. He said, we ought to, at your next live show, have everybody stand up and sing together. There's a skeeter on my Peter, knock her off, it off, her off. Nikita on my Peter.
We'll get it right.
Which may be, but I just didn't want to, I just didn't want to say.
By the way, I've already got 2 props ready for the next show.
Do you really?
Yes.
I'm having a blast doing these live shows, and I appreciate everybody coming out.
And we're going to have some more dates. We're announcing some more dates next week. We've got a ton of shows between now and the end of the year, and we heard you. We're trying to get to you, Europe. Stay tuned. We hope to see you this fall.
Yes.
And Kevin Nash here coming out with the world title, the big gold belt.
The big gold belt.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that meant he was probably the world champion here, right?
Boy, you're on it today.
He did that without any audio.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well,
I mean, we didn't even know what's going on.
no, I
didn't hear the show.
I'm on top of my game here today, man. It's been a long, long day. I'm on top of it. I hate rap. Were we done with the Master P angle by this time?
No, it's going to continue
gonna come
here
up
tonight. Yeah. Because you're debuting there. I hate rap.
Oh, God. We spent a lot of money for that, didn't we? I mean,
yeah.
Do you know the numbers that we spent for Master P and his crew?
More than you made.
More than you made.
My entire run at WCW,
Yes.
right? Yes, absolutely. Well, there you go. And that just goes to show you, and you know this better than anybody else. There's money out there. You just got to find it.
That's right. Just like Jeff did with that AEW contract. Seriously.
Yeah.
We weren't comp today. Jeff Jones picked it up.
Wow.
He's
Jeff.
like, I got that company credit card. It ain't gold. It ain't platinum. It's zirconium.
Wow, that's good, man, Jeff. I have a completely different opinion of you now.
Look at the way Nash holds the mic. It annoys Dave Flair.
What, that he holds the mic up in the air like that?
Yes.
Well, that's kind of how rappers do now, don't they? Don't they hold the mic up in the air?
How do rappers hold the mic? Show me.
Like this?
I feel like we should take a picture and put that on social.
They do.
Whatever you do with pictures.
Okay.
You want to take a picture?
No, don't take a picture. We're doing a podcast here. Don't take a picture.
Whatever you do.
No pictures during podcasting?
Okay.
It looks like you're about to milk an udder.
That's right.
And if you'd like to milk it, just use BlueChew.com.
BlueChew.com. Hey, so we're going to put this on Patreon?
Wherever you want.
Thank
Whatever you do with pictures.
Looks like Chastity in that movie.
What do they do with pictures these days? Kevin was fucking cool, man.
What do you think he's saying here?
He's probably saying, I don't need Blue Chew. I don't need to have my dick hard. A motherfucker as cool as me gets my dick hard on cue.
On cue.
On cue. Only thing somebody as cool as me would say, hard, and it would get there. Whing. Don't you think
Hard and it would get there.
so? Just say hard, and it would get there.
What are you talking about?
That is definitely on cue.
Okay. Hard. Wing.
So hang on, when you're trying to because it sounds like you classified guys, when you're as cool as me.
Yeah, when you're.
So there's like a really cool category and not so cool, and you did some sort of experiment as to how fast and consistently these gentlemen could get aroused.
You picked up
Based
all
on
of that.
coolness.
You picked up all that out of that line.
That's what you said. So like, oh, Scott Hall, he's gonna get just as hard as Kevin Nash.
Is Conrad cool enough to get it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
Yes. Oh, yes. Go ahead. Say it hard.
What?
Jeff Jarrett probably couldn't have done it. He probably couldn't have said hard and gotten hard.
Even McCarron? I bet he could McCarron.
Probably so. Maybe so.
Mine does when you say it. Just in case you keep it.
Don't say it again, Tony. Please don't say it again.
It's weird though. It goes down fast.
Ready? Stand by. Hard.
Yep.
Well, that's non-threatening.
200,000.
Thank God. I'm still batting 1,000.
He's still talking.
We've had a lot of talking on this.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of talking about. I've run out of things to
They've
say.
done more talking than we've done on the podcast.
That's exactly right. Wow, it's too much. But they loved it. I mean, they were right with him. They were standing up. They loved him, and he was a big time star. Jeff Jones taking our picture.
Well, you opened the door and said photographs could be taken during the podcast.
Okay.
Is your butt hurt, Connor?
Hey, so Tony, what do you think about the original Batman movie with Michael Keaton turning 30 over the weekend?
I can't believe it turned 30.
Well, here's what you couldn't believe. You couldn't believe that I liked it.
I know. I thought you hated all things comic book related.
That was the exception, was
Yeah.
it not?
It was a good one.
Well, here's what I mean. It was cool because it had never happened before. You know, we had like an Adam West Batman.
Right.
This was a new, darker
Right.
take.
Right.
It had never happened before.
Right.
And so, you know, like my uncle was a big Batman fan, and obviously all my friends who loved comic books, they had the Batman stuff, but I was never super into it. But man, the marketing for that, dude, it got all over me. I remember the movie theater I went to.
Right.
Like whenever I go past the theater where I saw
Yeah.
it, because it made an impression on me. Because
Right.
I was 8, so it was a big deal.
I was living in Connecticut, and we were told that you better go early on a Saturday, you'll never get in. So we went to like the 12 noon show, the first show that afternoon when it debuted that weekend.
What'd you think?
I thought it set the stage for what we're seeing now with Batman throughout the years. They had the second one, which was great. Then they had a couple of more with Joel Schumacher was the director. It wasn't so good. The Christian Bale ones have been fantastic. And there's another one coming out called The Batman. It set the stage for the seriousness of Batman, like you said, from the Adam West camp.
More
shit.
edgy.
Yes, right.
Speaking of edgy, there was nobody edgier than Stevie Ray and Vincent, the NWO Squad.
Wow.
Rumor and innuendo is Jeff Jones tried to get on the B Squad.
Really?
He wanted to be the NWO's official judge.
Yeah. Did that work out, Jeff? No. Well, you're having the last laugh now.
That's right, because he is gatekeeper at allelitewrestling.com.
Exactly.
If you'd like to send him an email.
Exactly. I mean, he's sitting here having a good time with us right now, but if he gets a text from Cody, it's
He's
all
probably
over.
in a group chat
yeah.
deciding who's going to be champ next
Okay.
year. He's booking the territory over there.
It's okay, Jeff. You're doing all right, man.
He used a little app on his phone to design the new women's title too. I'm just making stuff up, all right? It's just funny.
Yeah, I know. It sounds good.
He's not booking the territory. He's not drawing the belts. I'm just freestyling.
Is this our Rapid Scrap thing here?
Yes.
Oh, my
Jeff
God.
Jones tried to be the 5th member. Look at Barry Windham's shorts and tell me you don't love them.
Yeah.
Look at these shorts on the front left. That looks like every pair of shorts Casio wears, though.
Hey, look at those construction workers' gloves he's got on.
Oh, my God. With knee braces.
Wait a minute now. Okay.
Looks like he's... Never mind.
All right. So I reckon.
I gotta pump the brakes. Oh.
Oh, is that Bobby Duncombe Jr.?
Yes.
Okay.
I was told that sometimes just to get a high, he would eat an entire bottle of Tylenol.
Oh.
Like going town to town. Mm-hmm. He would just dump all the Tylenol in his mouth, chew them up.
There went the liver.
I've never even heard of that. Have you?
What? Anybody chewing up?
No, taking a whole bottle?
No, that was crazy. To get high?
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
to
what I
deaden
said.
the pain, but not to get high. Oh, gosh. It would just make you numb, I would think.
You're just thinking that locker room. Like, if you can't find drugs in a WCW locker room, it's really not a good salesman at all. Like, you're not a good networker.
Look at Hennig. He just
That cowboy hat he's wearing like fucking Indiana Jones.
No,
It's
he is.
tremendous.
Kurt made the best of it.
Isn't it crazy, too, when you think about who he was just like, 6 or 7 years prior to this?
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, in like, for probably 87 to 91,
The Mr. Perfect era?
nobody is good.
No, you're right. Nobody could perform like he could.
And the whole company. Don't get me wrong, Macho Man was great. But, I mean,
Yeah.
from a character standpoint, Macho Man, no comparison.
Right. But as far as work rate is
Oh, my
concerned,
gosh.
there's no comparison to what Kurt Hennig could do.
And I think that's because some wrestlers are, and I know this is simplifying it a lot, but some wrestlers are more move-based and others are more character-based.
Right.
So like a Kenny Omega, probably more move-based. A Cody Rhodes, probably more character-based.
Right.
And I've always sort of made my little test on that to be, hey, what's your favorite so-and-so promo? And if you can't think of that, then you'd say, what's your favorite match? And they got that one right away.
Right.
So it's always one or the other.
Right.
Like if you ask somebody, what's your favorite Dusty promo? They usually have one right away. But if you say, what's your favorite Dusty match? They're like, well, this one was good and that one was good. But that tells you to me that they remember Dusty more for his promos.
Sure they do. I always thought the best workers, and this has to go with Kurt Hennig. I put Tully Blanchard in this one, and you can even add Arn Anderson. The best workers were the guys who didn't just come out of a wrestling background or a weightlifting background. They were great overall athletes. They had great cardiovascular training. Some of them played basketball. Tully played football. They played football. They were just great all-around athletes. They were good athletes. And the better athletes are the one that could work a better match. We talk about the blow-up factor all the time. You really never saw that. If you saw it with Kurt, or you saw it with even with Arn back in the day, or you saw it with like Owen Hart, you didn't notice it just because they were great athletes. They were just their moves. See how light he was on his feet. Even when he hooked up, when he did that collar and elbow tie-up, it looked legit.
And his selling was just second to none. Hey, I do want to mention Stevie Ray here, who we just saw at StarCast. He's in even better shape now than he was there.
Isn't that
Unbelievable.
something? He looked the same to me.
No, 20 years later, he looks better than he does
Yes,
here.
you're right.
It's not close.
You're right. It's the first time I'd seen Stevie Ray in 20 plus years.
That's not what you expect.
No, it's not. And I'm so glad he got into the Hall of Fame. I really am. I mean, Harlem Heat needed to be there.
Absolutely, they did.
How about Kendall?
Now, Cassio will not believe the real famous Kendall Windham story.
The real famous Kendall Windham story? About the counterfeiting?
All right, we just gave it away. Go ahead.
Well, he and his daddy were put in jail for counterfeiting. Am I saying that right?
Yes, who was his daddy?
Blackjack Mulligan. Yes.
And
that's all I know about it. What do you know about it?
Well, I don't know a ton other than Kendall had a get-rich-quick scheme hookup where he knew a friend who was making all this cash that could be passed very easily. And, of course, whenever you're doing that, they try to get, bills that will sort of fly under the radar.
Right.
So you want to do, you hear in the movies the phrase small unmarked bills.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my understanding is they had just like a crazy amount of like 20s. So a 20 being easier to pass than 100.
Sure.
So then they have like $800,000 in $20 bills in the back seat when they get pulled over. And then they have to explain why they have this. And they try to explain that, it's just the gate from a WCW show or something like that. But maybe they second thought that and wondered, did everybody here pay in crisp $20 bills? And they went to prison.
Yeah, they sure did.
And this is post prison here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is post prison.
Yeah.
Well, he made it then.
He made it. He made it through. I had heard, didn't they try to buy? I'd heard they tried to buy a car with a bunch of 20s. Have you heard that story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything was with the 20s.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to mention this, Cassio. Do you know who Blackjack Mulligan's grandson is?
No.
Bray Wyatt.
Oh yeah.
Because
And the big team, right?
right.
Yes, Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
But Bray Wyatt's real name is Windham, right?
Yes.
That's his real name.
Wyndham Rotunda.
Wyndham Rotunda. Named after the Windham family.
And IRS is his dad.
Gotta love it.
Isn't it something? All in the family.
I mean, that's wild when you think about it. Mm-hmm. And I don't think they get mentioned enough as like a great wrestling family.
No, they don't, but they are.
Of course they are.
Yes, they are.
You look at the impact that, Mulligan had, and it goes without saying, Barry Windham, a world champion.
Right.
IRS, I mean, not just as part of Varsity, but IRS was an iconic character for the WWF. And now I think people sleep on the fact that Bray's a multiple-time world champion.
Right.
And been in really, really big shows at WrestleMania, John Cena and the like, and had an interaction with The Rock. That's a lot.
And now he's got probably the most talked over segment in the entire.
Absolutely. What do you think? We haven't talked about that. What do you think about the Firefly Funhouse?
At first of all, I went, "Holy shit, this sucks!" But the more that they're doing it, the more I've seemed to be intrigued by it.
What do you think of the Muscle Man dance? I love the Muscle Man.
You love that Muscle Man dance?
Yeah. I think we should get Cassio to do the Muscle Man dance for Patreon.
Can you do it for Patreon? If we
Maybe so.
Yeah, there you go. Well, is it like I guess like the online they've been saying. I guess Lance Storm had said that it was a knock on the WWE itself.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
It's open to interpretation.
Yeah, if it is, it's pretty interesting.
Guess who produced them?
Bruce Pritchard did.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What's fun to me is when we first started doing the show, we would take questions, and inevitably someone would say, "Hey, if you could manage one person on the roster, who would it be?" Mm-hmm. And the entire time when we were doing shows, 16, 17, 18, and this year, every time, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
And it was super cool to me when he was excited when he got it. And I said, "Hey, man, what day you want to tape this week?" He's like, "Well, I got to do such and such because I'm going to Pittsburgh on so-and-so." I said, "What are you doing there?" He's like, "Man, I'm so excited I finally get to work with Bray."
Very cool.
And as a result, people are talking about the segment because guess what? Everybody's enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
And what a novel idea that is in WWE right now.
To be enthusiastic about something?
Yeah. Have you seen the way EC3 apparently doesn't give a fuck anymore?
No.
Like, that's the internet fan opinion. So they just show like when he was in NXT and featured and highlighted how enthusiastic like his entrances were and his mannerisms versus now where you can tell he's just like, well, fuck, they're not doing anything with me. So, yeah, I'm here.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying that's how he really feels. I'm
Right.
saying that is the consistent internet perspective
Sure.
that you read. But when you see a guy who was a top guy for TNA and then went and had success in NXT, it's natural for him to assume, well, hey, they're going to do something with me here.
Right.
Because everybody else has.
Right.
But, I mean, even Ricochet saw that was not the case. He got a dominated NXT and then got off to a real slow start. And then this past weekend, they put the U.S. title on him. What do you think
Right.
about Ricochet being the U.S. champ?
Well, I think he should have become the U.S. champion because the U.S. champion can give you a good match. If you put him on TV on a regular basis, you're going to get that. And they pushed him to the point to where he had to win the title because they had given him such an incredible push right out of the gate. So I think they had to do that, and I think it was a good move. I just, this thing of enthusiastic entrances when you first start, and now years later, I think everybody goes through that. I think the business wears you down. I think it's more than just maybe you're getting a lack of a push and you're upset about it. I just think the business wears you down.
I don't even think it's necessarily that guys get disappointed in the lack of a push. I think it's probably just disappointed because they no longer feel like they can trust the system, like it's gotten it wrong. And so now instead of just being okay with everything, they're going to sort of question everything because if they were told or expected to accomplish ABC and then they don't, how can they really get excited about anything else? It's just easier to not care.
Well, see, that's one thing that's always been wrong about pro wrestling, and then one of the things I hated about it. There's so much paranoia and distrust in the business that it's hurt the business. It really has, and it goes back to the real old days of promoters not being able to trust promoters. We're talking about back in the territories in the real old days. Promoters always not giving the boys the payoffs they think they should have had, and the boys always thinking that the promoter had his favorite. I wish it wasn't like that now. I wish it could be a business of trust. We're all making money. We're all doing well, and if somebody's making more money than I am, I'm still making a good living. So I just wish the business was not like that, and hopefully moving forward it won't be. But there's always a system of mistrust in the business that should be stopped right now. Damn it, let's stop it. I trust everybody.
Whoa.
Except Buff Bagwell. So we got the red shoes out here, and Ernest Miller is getting ready to call his mama, throw these red shoes on. Of course, we're about to have a disco Inferner dance contest.
Yes.
With Ernest the Cat.
And the winner will get the ruby slippers. Is that it? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like
That's what your wife will be saying when you try BlueChew. Use our promo code WHW. Get your cock super hard for just $5. Chew it and do it like Judge Jeff Jones.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Jeff's nickname in AEW is the BlueChew plug.
The BlueChew plug?
Yeah, I'm going to get you. Listen, you got 3 chains. You need to know about these words now.
Okay.
Cassio.
Do you know what the plug is?
He has no idea.
No, I don't know what the plug is. Come on, don't look at me. Talk to me. It's a podcast. Don't look at me.
So Jimmy's is your crab cake plug.
Okay.
Tylene Buck is your replica cooter plug.
Okay. Oh, get your hookup. Thank you. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
So you're kind of the. I guess I'm kind of the podcast plug.
You're the podcast plug. That's right. Right. Exactly. No, you're not. You're just a fan. That's all.
I am just a fan.
You're just a fan.
I did know Jeff Jones. Back when he was friendly to the little people.
Right.
I mean, well, you've just got an MLW contract, and I don't even have a WWE Network contract right now, so I'm like unemployed.
Well, yeah, I know you.
I need more. I need more gigs.
Yeah, I know.
How about that glorious mullet?
Oh,
dude, he looks like a Pablo Escobar stunt double.
He does. Good God.
Dude, I feel like he could wear the shortest shirts. Like, seriously. Nick Patrick is 3/4 leg. It's almost uncomfortable how small his torso is. He could just buy midriff shirts and be fine. You know what was great about Ernest Miller is even if what he was saying wasn't great, he said it with such conviction
and style
that you thought it was good.
Right.
It's one of the great tricks of life, falsely placed confidence can do you well in life.
Exactly.
I mean, it's done me well. It's done Jim Ross well. So look at Jeff Jones.
Right. Yeah, Jeff.
Jeff just bought a summer home in Boca.
Did you really, Jeff?
Yeah, he's got this fucking AEW cash now, man.
That's tremendous. That's very good.
It's on the water. I don't know how to tell you.
Okay, I'm very proud of him. Okay.
I tell you.
It's on the water.
He comes and eats crabs here. He catches them down there.
Wow, look at Ernest, man.
He's wearing it out. See, that one leg got moved. That's the winner.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, he hit a split on you, too. And then, by the way, he will kick you fast as shit in the face. Isn't that crazy?
So I'm falling down, but I'm going to do a split.
What can't he do?
Oh, man.
Let's talk about this. Eric Bischoff was right for recruiting him.
Yes, he was. And I mentioned this before. He came to our low-key Big Hog event in Huntsville and just was wonderful.
Great wife, too.
Yes, just
great family.
Great family, man. I have a lot of time for Ernest Miller. And now we're speaking of people we don't have time for.
Well, look, he has to do one move, and it's going to get over.
Well, look at the fans with him.
See, what he had is a dance that was easy to, for people to mimic at home, sort of like you and your.
Here we go.
What? Raise the roof.
Oh, my raise the roof thing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What'd you think I was gonna say?
I didn't know. You never know what's going to come out of your mouth sometimes. There you go. Just kick the fuck out of him.
Can we talk about the fact that I'll let you hear some potential songs that we might be playing at the after party this year?
Right.
You want to tell everybody your favorite one?
It's the Whisper song, right?
I just cannot believe
I even knew it.
that this song is almost 15 years old.
Uh-huh.
And you've just heard the Whisper song
For the
from
first
the Yin
time.
Yang Twins. What'd you think?
I was completely in. Completely in.
Tony, let me whisper in your ear.
I'm
Tell you something that you might like to hear.
I'm going to go back home and let Lois listen to it.
And here's my favorite part of the thing though, is it's not just when he says, "Wait till you see my dick," which I thought was hilarious.
Right.
But the part that gets you is when he says, "Hey, bitch."
Hey, bitch. I fell out.
Because what I can imagine is he's like, can you imagine a world where you would get to say that to Lois Schiavone? Hey, bitch. Like that can never happen.
No, it could never
happen.
No, you guys will never see me again.
And then tell her, wait till you see it. Wait till you see my dick.
Oh God, yeah. Just I'm living two lives now, you know.
Oh, you are after this weekend.
I'm living two lives. And you even sent me a thing during the week, too. I don't know where this came.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bitch I pay to wipe my ass. Where did that come from?
All right, I'm glad to tell you.
That's from Gucci Mane?
Yeah, Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Just dropped a new... Look at Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, Gucci Mane dropped a new album, and I was catching you up on it.
On the lyrics, I got a bitch I pay to wipe my ass.
Yeah, that's on the track. That's on the track "Lame" with
Right.
Rick Ross, and it's a Rick Ross lyric. But
And Conrad followed it up with a text, goals, question mark.
well,
Wow.
I mean, I got to tell you though, that idea came from Jeff Jones. You know, now that he's got that AEW money rolling in, he's got a bitch he pays just to wipe his ass, just like Rick Ross. I mean, that's in the song "Lame."
Oh. Wow.
Dude, I just think about saying that sentence out loud.
I know.
And I was like, who even thinks of that?
I know.
And then he joked about having a stroke, saying, "This time I only peed my pants," or something. I'm like, man, this is the best rap song of the summer.
It's just crazy. It's crazy in this era that they can get by with music like that. Really, it is.
And yet we just talk so crazy on this show.
But still, I mean, it's just
Such foul music.
that is.
I want my dick hard. Can you tell me how to make it hard?
Yes.
How?
BlueChew.com,
Thank you.
promo code WHW.
So before you hit her with that, hey bitch, you need to go.
You need to go to BlueChew.com. Wow.
And how should you say it, Tony? What should you whisper to Lois when you get home?
I can't remember what I just said. I don't know.
No, come on. It's the chorus of the song.
Something about my dick, bitch.
Oh, my God.
What's the chorus of the song?
Then what's the name of the song?
The Whisper song.
Yeah. It's Wait.
Wait. That's the name of the
Wait
song?
till you see my dick.
Wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick. Hey. That's it. That's the last
Oh my God. You're still whispering when you. Is that it? Do I scroll down?
Is that the end of the song?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the Yang Yang
Read
Twins.
this part.
Okay. You
Oh,
got
the bottom?
Read this part right here.
Oh, no.
You got a sexy ass body and your ass locked soft. Mind if I touch it and see if it's soft? No, I'm just playing. Let's just say I can. And I'm known to be a real nasty man. They say a closed mouth don't get fed. So I don't mind asking you for your head. Wait a minute. It goes on from here.
Wait, I'm peeing.
God.
Read the chorus.
Okay. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. I'm gonna beat that. I'm done.
You gotta finish the line.
Gonna beat that. Wait till you see my dick. Wait till you see my face. I'm gonna beat that like bam, 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 bam.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna stop with this song.
What are you gonna do?
Please.
Beat that pussy up.
This is the greatest night in the history of our great sport.
Oh God! Well, we've done a lot more for this dance thing than the actual show did. But
I don't think Jeff thought any of that was funny. We got to try harder.
Oh, okay. I just can't. I can't believe that these lyrics these days, these kids these days.
This is 15 years ago.
That song is 15 years
It's
old.
from 05.
Well, no.
That explains why all your kids have.
That's the last verse. That's the last verse. What is it?
No, I'm not saying it anymore. That's offensive, and I'm not going to say it anymore.
Fine.
Okay. Is the match finally over? That's it. It's 1, 2. Look. Oh, no.
How about Flynn coming in?
Oh,
Whoa, shit! That was a pretty stiff fucking kick.
jeez. Sleaze and Seagal dropped him, dude. In jeans. Mom jeans.
Yeah, Flynn was a shooter.
He was a shooter.
He was, man. That kick was stiff. Yeah. It really was.
Looks like he just left a porn shoot. He's all oiled up, with jeans on.
Look at Sonny running around.
What was that look?
That little weird look.
It looked like he said something.
Like I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
I'm losing my job tonight. Sting and Kevin Nash at Bash to the Beach, right? Is that what we're promoting here? Or are we promoting anything at all here?
Yeah, you're promoting your July pay-per-view.
Right, July pay-per-view.
Man, Macho was coming down hard with
Yes, he was, man. Bash at the Beach. Sunday, July 11th, only on pay-per-view.
July 13th this year will be Fight for the Fallen. And I guess this week is the next AEW show, the second AEW show ever, Fighter Fest. You going to watch either one of those on BR Live?
Yes. You can see it on BR Live.
Yeah,
right?
for free.
For free.
And if you can't get BR Live wherever, you can go to Fight. And I think Fight
That's a smart business move. That is.
What, putting it on free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right as they're building the anticipation.
Got to keep the momentum going.
To their show when they start doing the weekly show. Absolutely it is. It's a very smart business decision. All right, here we go.
Fight for the Fallen, by the way. This is a replay. We've already seen this scene.
Oh, they would show it again? Jeez.
It's probably reset top of the hour. Just, hey, in case you missed it. Because they got to explain why David Flair's in the main event. I'm not saying that to be a dick. I'm just saying it is sort of out of left field. So you need to explain the story.
Right.
As to how and why.
Right.
This makes sense. What'd you hear about Stomping Grounds? Anything good besides Ricochet winning the belt?
I didn't hear anything good about it. I heard Roman Reigns went over, right? What else did I hear? I guess Alexa Bliss, I thought she would win the women's title. And I guess Bayley retained. And I guess I don't think anybody's surprised that Becky Lynch retained. Although I'm just not so. And hey, man, I was excited about that Baron Corbin match.
Fuck off.
But that's all I heard about it. I haven't seen any replays or haven't seen any highlights from it as of yet, as we're doing this. So there it is, the United Center, home of the Chicago Bulls, and you see there are still fans in the upper deck, but in those corners there, it was empty, and it used to never be empty, man.
Yeah, you can see when they're doing shots from the other side.
Right.
I mean, you got to know what you're looking for, but you can see those black patches.
Wow. Take a look at this entrance.
I mean, how random is this? Buff Bagwell and Dean Malenko. What do you think Dean Malenko thinks about this shit?
Like, what the fuck am I walking out with this guy for?
There's Rick cutting a promo. What do you think Rick's saying right there?
Yeah. Schiavone, I got this fat ass to my right with a pumpkin head big as a bucket. And I'm going to have him as the referee. And I got this little shit to my right who thinks he's Little Nate. So Arn Anderson's going to be the special referee for David's match, right? So we've set that up now. All right. Let's get to it. And the show's over. No, we still got another 30 minutes to go. Buff did look great, man.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, but that hat never did do anything for me. I know it was different. It was unique. It was his trademark in a way, and I get that. But I don't know. It made him look sillier than he was.
And that's hard to do.
It just did look silly. It really did.
This comes from a guy who dressed up like the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, you like that, Jeff, did you? Huh?
Now I got one.
Now he makes him laugh. Okay. Shit on Tony Schiavone. Okay.
Apparently, that's what I've been missing the whole time. I got to redirect my shit.
Okay.
Speaking of shit.
Okay, Diamond Dallas Page and Canyon. All right, so Canyon.
Jersey Triad here, because Bigelow's with them as well.
All right.
So that's their big deal, is that they're all from Jersey.
So they were like the Jersey Freebirds?
Yeah. They're called the Jersey Triad.
Okay, so any three of them could defend the world. Any combination of the three could defend the World Tag Team
I
Championship.
don't think that's necessarily what Dallas wanted. He wanted to be the world champ.
I get that.
Sell some stretches.
He's selling plenty of stretches.
Some stretches.
He's selling plenty of stretches right now, buddy.
Dude, he's rolling.
Oh, is he ever?
I mean, it's got to be one of the most successful post-wrestling things in the history of
I think
whatever.
it is. I think it is probably the most successful.
Well, I mean, The Rock, arguably.
Well, okay. I get it. I was thinking about more like WCW alumni.
Oh, yeah. Nobody from over there we all were did shit.
That's right. Oh, so this match has some potential here, doesn't it?
Oh, dude, you got a lot of talent in there.
Right.
And Buff Bagwell.
Well, you could tell, man, look at Buff's back. Holy shit.
What?
Look how muscular the back is. Watch when he turns around.
I bet he did push-ups, didn't he?
Oof.
He did a bunch of push-ups.
Push-ups, pull-ups.
Yeah.
Up, a lot of things.
A lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, up. Mm-hmm. Up and run out of here with the money bag, shit like that. But he, man, had a real muscular back.
I don't know what to say.
Okay, you're just staring at me.
By the way, I saw one of the funniest things of the past week. Was one of the guys, I think, from Well Done.
Okay.
Who's the Smoky Mountain tag teams that came up, Jeff?
Heavenly Bodies, well done.
Heavenly Bodies, well done.
Who's the other Heavenly Body? Tom Pritchard and
Jimmy Del Rey.
Jimmy Del Rey?
So there's a raw picture of Jimmy Del Rey from early in his career with the WWF, and somebody photoshopped his name off the Chiron or whatever y'all call it.
Right.
So instead of it saying, well, I'll let you read it. What does it say?
Cubic Zirconia Dallas Page.
Which I think is just tremendous.
I think that's Rick Fuller.
Okay,
Rick Fuller?
So maybe it's Rick Fuller.
Okay.
Either way, Cubic Zirconia Dallas Page.
That's
That
pretty
tickled
funny.
me. Speaking of Cubic Zirconia, tell everybody about your middle of the mall shit you're wearing.
These earrings, which there was a nice lady who was at Jimmy's Famous Seafood in our live show. Her name was Stephanie. She was here with her husband. She was a very nice lady, and she came up to me and she said, "I just want to let you know I really think those earrings are nice." And I said, "Well, Stephanie, thank you for saying that, because everywhere I go, from my home to when I'm with Conrad and Casio,
Yeah, I'm right
thank
here.
you. I get shit on about my earrings, so I appreciate you saying that."
Well, I want you to know that's not exactly true. In fact, Cassie and I have put our money together, and we've got you a new pinky ring and earring set.
Pinky ring earring set?
Yeah. SSD or SDD.
Uh-huh.
You know, in the old Elvis Presley
Right.
TCB style.
Okay, but before we do that, I've got to check with Claire, see if I can take these out now.
Yeah,
still-
you got your ears pierced at Claire's?
Yeah, and
I,
so-
that's where they took all the baby girls.
Yeah. That's the easiest place to get
Did
them
you
done.
just get those in your birthstone?
Are those sapphire?
Is that 10 karat silver?
It's easy. I went into a tattoo shop and I said I'd like to get my ears pierced. This was years ago when I first got my ears pierced, and they said okay. And I said, "How do you pierce them?" So we take a needle and we stick it right there. I said, "No, I don't like that." So you just go to Claire's and they have this little thing that goes snap.
They can do that at Walmart.
They snap. They can do it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, why wouldn't you want people at Walmart to poke holes in your body?
that's right. So anyway, back to this match.
It's unfortunate, you know, we've lost Bam Bam. He's no longer with us.
Right.
And we've lost Canyon. He's no longer with us.
Yep. It's unfortunate that WWE lost Dave Malenko because he's another guy that can perform and knows how to produce matches. And
I think he's fine. Can you imagine going from the crazy, strict red tape that you hear about that happens in the WWE to a new company that's sort of figuring it out?
Yeah.
So you don't have to make your life fit into this silly box.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to answer the crazy shit that's going on there. And you know, it's showing. It is absolutely showing in the product. I mean, we talk about in any other job, if you have a bad working environment, production goes down. I think that's what you're seeing. Bad working
How
environment.
critical would Canyon be in today's wrestling scene?
Wow.
Think he wouldn't be a coach with All Elite or a trainer at NXT or helping run MLW? I mean, he'd be doing something.
With his knowledge and his the things that he could do and the absolute, he revolutionized a lot of things back then and was passionate, loved the business. And yeah, somebody like him would be valuable to a company.
What about that Tilt-A-Whirl slam there from DDP?
How about Page, man?
Malenko's took an ass whooping.
Yes, he has. Exactly.
Well, I mean, you know, Buff Bagwell ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Dean's gonna make like $1 million.
Well, you know, there's the key. I'm not being critical of Buff Bagwell as a performer here because he was a very good performer, but Malenko knew how to sell. He was a better seller. So in a tag team match like this, you get the guy who can sell, do a better job of selling. And
So the key to having a long, successful wrestling career
is being able to sell.
Is find a tag team partner who will sell.
Right.
You just wait on the hot
And then
tag.
you just wait, stand on the apron,
right,
tag in,
right,
get made to look like a hero when you save your little runt buddy.
Right. But, you know, sometimes your run buddy, you save him, and then they have a four-way, and your run buddy ends up winning the championship anyway.
Teach us more, Obi-Wan.
You can't be too predictable when it comes to doing finishes.
So try BlueChew, BlueChew.com, and use that promo code WHW. Get that cock real hard.
You really cannot be
Five bones.
You really can't be too predictable when it comes to finishes and storylines and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying, Jeff Jones?
Yep.
Okay.
Jeff was annoyed with the last episode of Game of Thrones.
Were you really?
I didn't really care.
You didn't really care?
They just said fuck it. They pulled
a
a loss and said fuck it. We got your money.
Exactly. That's exactly what they did. He should never do that. Remember that. Write that down and let Cody and those guys know. Okay.
Breaking Bad was the best TV finish ever.
Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah.
And MASH.
Very good. Okay, thanks.
How fucking old is Jeff Jones to hit you with a MASH reference?
Well,
whenever I hear MASH, I'm thinking taters.
Uh-oh. There he is. Buff's getting around.
But yes, sir. Fans are into this hot tag. Come on now. Buff look good, buddy. So overall, what do you think of this show? It's with the exception of the long, drawn-out interviews. We're talking about 1999. We're talking about us on the downslide, soon to be out of business.
That's the second time they've done that spot tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
We're the fucking agents.
Well, you can't always blame the agents for what they do in the ring. I honestly believe that. Guys improvise, they do their own shit. Especially, I'm telling you, as much as we love Canyon, as much as I thought Buff was a great performer, there was a lot of really inexperience in here. And these, house shows are very important for many reasons. You can train guys all you want, and you can have a training facility. You can go down to Orlando and do all the training you want. And but until the bell rings, you actually wrestle in front of fans and actually try to put together a match, you're inexperienced. And I think there was still a lot of inexperience in these guys back then. Obviously, Bam Bam had been around, and Diamond Dallas Page had been around, and Dean had been around. But Canyon, for all that he was doing, had not been a top performer that long by this time. So you say, oh, we've seen that spot. I get it. And I really think that an agent probably said, you don't want to do a spot that someone else does. And you tell them that, and they're still in the heat of the battle. They call this crazy-ass spot, and they do it. And who gets the heat for it? But the agent does. You taking notes down here, Jeff? Okay, excellent. It's not like I have all the answers to the business, you understand? Because
no, I get it.
But I really think that. I think a lot of the times that agents and producers get wrongly blamed for shit that guys improvise in the ring. And I get it. And I've also been critical of guys who rehearse each and every move and each and every high spot to the point to where if you're inexperienced and you're in there and you rehearse a high spot and you don't go through it correctly, then the guy who's inexperienced sometimes just clams up, chokes, freezes up, and all of a sudden the match has gone straight to hell because you've tried to do something that you shouldn't. Just let the match flow, right? It's just like a morning show, right? It's like a morning show on radio. You just kind of let it flow.
Let's see what happens.
Right. It's kind of like doing a live show like we do. We just kind of let it flow, right?
Let it flow.
We got like an idea. And that's what they should do in the ring. And that's what all the greats did. They would let it flow. They knew where they wanted to go. They knew what they wanted to do, but they would just let it flow. And I think that that's lost. And I saw a lot of that letting it flow in Cody and Dustin at Double or Nothing. I really did. And of course that has to do a lot with, them being great second generation wrestlers, but there you can tell a better story that way. Okay, I'm done with my Wrestling 101.
You're changing the business, son.
I'm changing the business before our eyes.
Yeah.
That's right, yes. From here in Jimmy's Famous Seafood at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm changing the business.
Home of the best crab cakes in the world.
Best crab cakes ever.
And usually Jeff Jones.
Usually he's always here.
He has a key.
I know he better have a key because we're going to get locked in. We're going to get locked in this place if not.
You ready for that crab omelet? Get you some scrambled waffles.
Scrambled eggs and crab. Bacon fried crab cakes.
Did you just say bacon over a crab cake?
I sure did.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
Why am I intrigued by that?
I don't know.
But I am.
Wood tussle with a crab cake.
Yep.
With bacon on it.
Oh. Watch out. Well, guys, we're talking about actually going through a hell of a match. And you were talking about spots that they've done before, and look at Dean Malenko trying to get back into this here.
He's back. He's got second life.
Got second life, Conrad.
Give everybody the time code here, Tony. Let them know where we are so I can keep on track.
There's an elbow drop at 1:40:30, 31, 32, and a front chancery. I love that term, front chancery. Front chancery. That was a Gordon
Does that mean he's got him around the goozle?
I got him around the goozle with a front chancery. You don't always see a front chancery. Yeah, you don't always see a front chancery, but
what was that?
Yeah. We're talking in tongues here at the end of our show. God, we still got David Flair coming up.
In our main event.
In our main event. Are we so excited or what?
God damn, I can't wait.
That's right. Dean's doing a great job, man. Great job. So come on, make a tag.
That's right. Get him over there.
Come on, let's go, man. We're all of a sudden you and I are into it. For fucking reasons.
Are you talking me and you or Buff and Dean? I didn't know if you were talking like Dean.
No. The Iceman, buddy. Oh, fucked up that spot.
Fucking Buff Bagwell.
By the way, I don't know what I expected him to be like, but Dean Malenko was hilarious at Starcast.
Super dry humor, but on the money.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'd never met him before, been
Yeah.
around him at all. So,
Yeah.
but seeing him, he was
Oh.
killing me.
Good God. I'll have to tell you a joke that he told me. I can't tell
Let's hear it.
I can't tell it on the air.
I
No, I
gotta
can't.
tell you what.
You-
I was about to tell you the one you told me, and I was like, I can't.
Okay, well, let's talk about somebody else. Let's.
Okay.
Hey, Cassie, did you hear any other funny jokes from other people?
Is he dead?
No, he's alive.
yeah,
We just saw him at Starkhouse.
He's talking about the referee. That's what he's talking about.
Everybody in the ring.
Everybody's laying down on the job, man.
I forgot Bam Bam was here. Where's he been? Boom.
Wow.
Guys, can y'all believe it's been 30 years since Batman?
30 years since Bam Bam.
No, he sits in Batman.
Oh, since Batman. Okay. Billy
And?
Silverman. Oh, God, he sold it. That was the double diamond cutter.
I mean, let me ask you.
Okay.
Michael Keaton, the best Batman?
No. Christian Bale was.
He said that with authority.
Yeah.
Cassio?
Woo. It's got to be Ben Affleck, right?
Oh, for crying out fucking loud.
Kill the show, man.
Jesus Christ. Are you
He had
kidding?
nipples on his
But he
suit.
was a fat Batman.
But he had
He was
nipples.
Fat Man. He wasn't Batman. He was Fat Man. And this is the way I wanted Francine to take me down. Right there.
Oh, no.
Just like that. Just come running after me. Curl my legs around me.
Around the goozle.
Around the goose. And step over deeply.
Step over deeply.
3.
And ends with a bam bam.
Wins with a bam. That's it. That'd be me and Francine. Ended with a bam. Here's your double team zirconium cutter.
Zirconium cutter.
Zirconium.
Oh, wow, man.
I feel like this match is lasting an hour.
Just a replay.
Fish has finished the set before this match ended. Oh, God. Get him out of the ring. Next match. Let's go to a break. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on WCW Monday Nitro and just about ready to go with our main event. At least we hope it is. Long rack zoom in. Tony Schiavone and
You
Bobby
got your
DeMille.
hair like you like it in this shot.
You think so? Looked like my hair was kind of
Long.
droopy down on either side.
Is this around the era where Bischoff said you needed to drop a few LBs?
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Is this around? Sorry, I had to yawn. This is the longest match ever.
Okay. Yeah, this is
this
where-
is the era where he's riding you about your
Right.
weight.
Exactly. Yeah, and I am kind of porkily here.
You got almost the one eye covered up with the bangs.
I
You're
do.
almost emo in this
I know.
shot. Are you feeling emo?
Is that what you call it? Emo
Yeah.
in this shot?
Emo.
Oh, got it. Oh, okay, I got it. Emo.
Yeah, emo.
Emo. He was really good here too, man.
What's that vest he's
So you're trying to throw to a video, and you want him to talk, and he's like, "You're not going to make me talk." You know, I hate guys who just go on and don't say anything.
He was great.
And you were just trying to get him to kill time or throw to the video, and he wouldn't help you.
Right.
And you just got you just got annoyed, and you were like, "This is where you talk, brain." And that's when he went off.
And now he won't talk now at all.
Yeah,
You see?
so he's just busting balls, and here we go. We're gonna have a little music video, and Cassio, I think you should carry us while we
Okay.
watch the music video.
Cassio and
It's the world.
Sing rap is crap.
It's the world debut of.
Rapid Scrap.
No, I hate rap.
I hate rap.
Oh, I hear rap.
Rap is
hate-
crap is the world tour, but I hate rap is the song.
Always the single
Okay.
off
Yeah.
the album. I hate rap.
Hell yeah.
Boy, this
I like
is a
Minnie
terrible idea.
Keep going.
That was Minnie Pearl,
That
wasn't
was
it?
Minnie Pearl and Willie
That's not
Nelson.
Willie Nelson.
Okay. There's
Look
a
at the
phone.
black and white with the pop of color there.
And the goddamn phone booth in the back. Woo, that's the good old days.
Oh, Richard Petty.
Oh, hell. Am I the only one still
What do you
singing?
think he's thinking here? Is he loving it, Kurt? Is he hating it?
Kurt loved to pull a rib and loved to be stupid and silly, so
Yeah.
he's probably digging this. You know, I'm not
It was something different.
something different for him, yeah. I just love those fucking yellow gloves.
I mean,
It's-
brand new construction glove, ranch hand gloves.
Or you worked at the nuclear plant. And you're pulling shit out.
In Chernobyl.
Oh, God. They could really play
There's
those
graphite
drums.
on the ground. See Kurt Hennig.
On the ground. I hate rap.
It's crap.
Hate rap. Comrade?
I hate rap.
It's crap.
Yeah.
By the way, Conrad low-key nailed that.
Yes, he did. Rap is crap tour. There you go.
What's Baron Corbin to us?
Oh, I feel sorry for Baron.
No, he's a real nice guy. Just
Yeah, I feel
the
sorry
internet's
for
decided to fuck him.
him. Right. What
We're-
the
we're
fuck
not.
do we...
We're not.
Scott Putski, are we serious?
Not in the
Yeah.
main event.
Scott Putski, though, right before the main event?
Why not?
We did a Saturday night show not too long ago where Scott Putski wrestled, and here he is again.
Yeah, he must have wrestled more than one match, Tony. You called them all. Can you believe it?
I can't. It's absolutely amazing.
I missed the last time you called it, so...
Yeah, it was a WCW Saturday night, and
so have we established... Where is Scott Putski right now?
right now, as we're speaking, I don't know. Where is he, Conrad?
Conrad knows where everybody is.
Is
you
that
know.
your mom's house?
Okay, I don't know where Scott Putski is.
Why would I know where Scott
Have you seen
Putski
him
is?
since the taping?
No, I've not. I may have walked by him on a.
Right.
He could have been cooking at the Waffle House the other night. I
Who
don't
knows?
know. You just never know where people are going to show up, right? I mean, if it wasn't for you guys, I would probably be working at the Waffle House right now.
Yep.
Or it'd still be at Starbucks. You can talk into your microphone when you say yep if you like.
No, I was trying to be
Putski
irreverent.
versus Sid.
Oh my God, who booked this shit?
Well, this is called We Need to Kill for 2 minutes.
That's exactly what we.
So let's have him go bury him.
And we did have standby matches. I've talked about that before. There are a lot of times we would just.
It always involved Lanny Poffo.
Well, you got Sid, and I'd rather look at the entourage, but of course we're not going to show that.
We're going to show him looking crazy.
Him looking crazy.
He's pulling it off.
Yeah, not kidding. Wow. It's amazing how many times Sid. I mean, he had a great career, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, had some great matches.
No, he pulled off this character perfect.
Yes, he did. Because I don't think it was that much of a.
It was
pretty close to home with him. Yeah, Sid was kind of out there, kind of sideways. I do not remember this faction at all. I remember those right there.
What are you pointing to, Tony?
I'm pointing to Medusa and I almost said Curious George.
What was her name?
Gorgeous
Curious
George.
George.
She's gorgeous, George. I was curious about George. But I don't remember this faction at all. It just shows you how many different things we went through, and how many times.
You don't remember Miss Madness?
I don't remember Miss Madness. No, I don't.
Molly Holly, man, she go on to quite the career.
Yeah, she did.
Going to the WWF's the best thing that ever happened in her whole life.
Right. And she was legitimately one of the nicest ladies out there.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, she really
I never
was.
met her.
Yeah, she was nice. And it was like, she's almost too nice. Hey, don't. Oh, my God.
Ooh.
Well, I had that belly tucked away there, didn't I? That's fucking eating.
You were hiding it.
I was hiding it, man. I had that belt buckle was getting eaten right there.
When you were saying he was telling you lose some lbs, I was
Yeah.
actually thinking you were looking in shape.
That's what I was saying. Tony, lay off the goddamn Slim Jims. Stop snapping into so fucking many.
Back then, what was your weakness?
My weakness back then.
Fudge rounds.
Fudge rounds.
Naughty buddies.
What was putting it on?
Fudge rounds and blowjobs. That was my weakness.
Yeah, how many beaches were you getting in 99? Counting Christmas. 1. It's a miracle.
Counting Christmas. 1. Did you always count Christmas? As a definite blowjob day.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. You know, you hear people say, "Oh, what do you get the man who has everything?" I know the answer. I'm just gonna tell you.
It's a fudge round.
Fudge round.
It involves a fudge round.
Oh my God.
Now, how about this?
We got the
Frankenstein doesn't even bother to get down.
Right.
You know what's coming.
Yes. What's he doing?
Trying to milk this TV time.
Jesus Christ. He's like, I'm swimming.
Meanwhile, Sid's like, "How long are we going to delay this choke slam, kid? Come over here. Let me put you through the mat, and we'll go home."
Oh, this is fucking stupid. He seems like he's more scared of the women than he is the Macho Man. All right, he got out of the corner. Oh, Deucey's got him. Oh, thank God.
Action. Can you believe it?
It
took a while.
It took a while. Thank God we... Come on. Well, come on, Sid. Power... Don't look out. Don't look... Fuck. Power bomb him now.
He's not going to do it any faster. You know, this happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We're watching it on tape. He can't hear you.
You can only hope, right?
We're at a casino in Baltimore.
That's right.
No longer Jimmy's.
Yeah, we got run out of Jimmy's Seafood, so we had to continue this.
They're about to start their breakfast shift. We had to go.
We should have stayed up there. We could have finished.
I didn't want to be rude after all the great hospitality.
No, I know you would never want to be rude. You wouldn't be. You would never want to be rude.
He just bowed up on you, by the way. People can't see you straight bowed up on you.
I said he would never want to be rude.
And he just bowed up.
Bowed up on me. Like we wish Sid would bow up on Scott Putski like right now.
He will.
Okay. I'm sure he will.
He won't let you down.
Okay. Well, I mean, we gotta be honest about something here. We've got about what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes left in the show. Let's say 15 minutes left in the show. We got David Flair, who's going to be wrestling for the World Heavyweight title, right? You can't really give them much time. I mean, you really can't.
Be like Dave.
What's that?
Be like Dave.
Right. Be like, yeah, I want to be like Dave. Right. You just can't because he was inexperienced, and you just can't give him a lot of time because you expose a kid who's experienced like that. And if you're David Flair, what does it matter anyway? Because you're fucking Stacy Keibler and your working girlfriend is Tori Wilson. Life is good.
It's a pretty strong duo.
That is very strong. All right, here we go. Choke slam. Stop milking it, Sid. Scott did it.
Dude, straight up and dead.
Yeah.
High, but just took it flat.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott did a good job of going up with that. He really did. But of course, if you think that's all, it's not.
That's it, right?
Okay, we just broke your neck. Now we'll go break your goozle.
So did you hear what Casio did this past week?
No, I didn't hear what Cass
He
did.
tried the new Crystal all-you-can-eat cheeseburgers.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, for dine-in from 6 a.m. to midnight, he was telling me, you can get as many crystals as you want for $5.99.
Uh-huh.
And Casio's personal best this past week in one sitting was 27. Could you knock out 27 little cheeseburgers,
No.
do you think?
No, I could not. The other
You
night,
knocked out some the other night.
the other night, I really broke the diet and knocked out 6 White Castles, and I paid for it.
Yeah, you had explosive diarrhea. You were rooster tailing.
Yes, I was rooster tailing, if that's what you call it. I stood up in bed just like the Undertaker
Yeah,
at
you
3:50
did.
a.m. and went, whoa! I had to go, and I'm still paying for it. I mean, we drank a little bit, didn't we?
Did you make? I heard.
Yeah, okay, and we ate a lot of it, but nothing fucked up my system like those White Castles did. So no, I couldn't do 27 in a sitting. Congratulations on that. That's a hell of a record.
Okay.
Yes.
You bought it.
If Cassio don't like the kind of motherfucker that eats all you can eat crystal, my name's not Conrad Thompson. When you fucking Google image all you can eat crystal,
There's Cassio.
they fucking return images of Cassio and maps to Gadsden.
That's the guess.
Yeah, I can't do it in Huntsville to me. It's not going to get embarrassing.
He rolls down there.
and they close the. You're not welcome here.
Seriously, Cassio and I have been to a buffet before, and they tried to pull the "we're shutting down early today."
You know where they got a reset for dinner?
Right. They got a reset for next week after you guys leave. Okay. Bring the girls in. Nitro.
All right, where are you at? You got. We're gonna do F, Marry, Kill with Team Madness here.
Okay.
You got you know the deal with Medusa,
Yes.
George, and Molly Holly.
Right. I would probably. I would.
a tough one for
This
you.
is a tough one. I would probably end up marrying Medusa.
Of course, she's lame.
Okay. Really. Okay.
I thought you were going to go Holly Molly.
I would fuck George and kill Molly.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Why?
Who kills Molly
you can't-
Holly?
You just said she's one of the nicest people on the planet.
And now you're killing
never see
her.
it coming.
She never seen it coming.
That's the best answer I've ever heard.
Am I right?
See it coming.
She will put up a struggle.
He's the way he's gonna kill me. I'm too nice. Sorry.
Do you think that's anybody's last thought ever? Oh, he won't kill me. I'm too nice.
Everybody loves me.
Everybody loves me. Oh, shake and dance.
We've had a lot of dancing in this
Yeah.
show, too.
Yeah.
Including
fire.
Inferner.
Fire. Yeah, man.
Inferner and Cat dance.
Terry Byrne, Inferner and Cat Dance. You're right. Yeah, but to me, it wasn't the Nitro Girls without Spice. Just, I'm sorry. She was my girl. I loved them all. I really did, but Spice was my girl. All right, here we go. The long walk for the World Heavyweight Champion. We're just about ready to go.
It's on the line.
It's on the line. Going to make David Flair the heavyweight champion of the world.
Is that real big gold?
Yep.
That's the real one? That's the shit
Yep.
one?
And that's the leather from '86. And there you see David in the background wearing one of his dad's robes,
Oh my
now
God.
owned by a collector in Louisiana.
And let's make sure the grips are behind him. Frame them out of the shots. So we're going to sell Sting.
Sting's a legend, man.
Yeah. So
They're selling Sting teaming up with Nash to take on
Sid.
Lex Luger and Macho Man.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Sid.
Sid and the Macho Man, right. And this is what, for next week on the show? Or no, it's for Bash of the Beach.
For a
Got it.
couple weeks from now,
Right.
pay-per-view.
All right. Very cool.
You should just call an order with your cable or satellite company.
Or go to WCW.com.
Yeah. It's after y'all got rid of WCWWrestling.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you have a 3-digit domain, what the fuck are you doing?
Huh. Who owns WCW.com now? Vince does?
Yeah, WWE. Just like he owns, everything you ever did.
Okay. All right. Can't wait. There's a lot of build up to this one.
It goes to Classics.
Oh, it goes to Classics? If you go to WCW.com?
Yep.
It goes WWE Classics?
Here he is. Your challenger tonight, David Flair, of course, in tow. The one and only Tori Wilson, looking as only she
Only
can look.
she can look, man.
A young Tori here, too, like 23, 24, something like that.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? She was wonderful back then, but she looks every bit as good now. And, here 30 years later or whatever.
Yeah, we'll round up 10.
20 years later, she does. She looks great now. I bet you that as a shoot that Charles was stoked about being a part of this angle.
Time of his life. It would almost be like
Yeah.
you're getting to introduce Kiss on Nitro.
Exactly.
We need more segments for Gorgeous George in this show.
I
She's
know.
only been out 3 times so far.
Exactly.
But I'm good with it.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think Sid showered off after his match? Or
Nah.
he's coming right back in?
Just came right back out. All sweaty, all lathered up. Just came right back out.
Lathered.
Shitty and... Oh, wow, they're bringing out everybody.
You think they showered up?
Wow. No, they didn't.
Why are you
shower.
so concerned with this?
I'm interested to see exactly what the thought process was about bringing everybody out here at this time.
Just so we can find out if they showered or not.
It's just really.
Was that your routine back in the day after a show? You go straight to the hotel, take your pants off, wash your balls?
No, I went straight to bed usually. Never washed my balls.
Never?
Well, I would
Just on Sundays.
in the mornings. What? We're getting ready to see a world title match, and we were talking about washing my balls.
Yeah.
It's David Flair. Calm down.
Okay, but it's still the world title, right? I mean, it's such an important match. We've got the referee in jeans. Jesus Christ.
He's in half a tux now.
Half a tux now, exactly.
It's not a Canadian tux. It's a Canadian tuxedo.
Okay, all right. There's a difference.
Get your shit straight.
Okay.
Tony, did you ever call Kevin Nash Big Sexy?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Well, I was informed to Conrad. I was part of my job to put him over as Big Sexy.
What was your favorite thing to call him? Decent?
No, Big Sexy. I think I always thought that was cool. Big Sexy. Because he was
How
big.
about that?
Tussle.
He was
Tussle.
big. He was sexy. So I thought he was pretty cool. Didn't you, Conrad?
Yeah.
That's right. He did.
It's OWN. That's
It's
the
OWN.
Oprah Winfrey Network.
That's right.
They were already pitching that back then.
Yeah.
All right. As you
We
can
got a
s-
lot going on.
We got a lot going on. As you can see, man, the fans are going nuts. The fans are thinking, are they really going to book David Flair beating Big Sexy?
Would have made for a great story. Arguably the best.
Spoiler alert, guys. Some of us don't know how this ends.
Oh, really? You don't know how it ends?
David Arquette becomes champion.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
David Arquette becomes champion.
He comes out of the front row, right?
That's right. That's how it ends. He comes over. Look at Arn Anderson. Yes, sir. Arn's got a big noggin. You got a Bill Watts size head.
What about you? How big's your head?
And when do you wash it?
It looks a little bigger now thanks to Manscaped and the all-new Lawnmower 2.0.
Okay, we're not selling that this week. That's last week.
But I mean, I don't have to sell you on short ball hair. It sells itself.
Okay. And they're all ganging up against Big Sexy. Oh, my God.
Sort of like the germs on your balls. So you use a ball wipe.
Ganging up on me. Wow. He really has all odds against him here.
There's no way he can get out.
I had no way you can get out
There's
of this.
no way he can
I mean,
win
David Flair's going to become
He's going to be the champ.
Yeah, going to become the world heavyweight champ. We got Sid Vicious stomping him. We got the Macho Man spitting on. The ultimate
spit
insult.
on him?
Spit on him.
Yes.
The ultimate insult.
You can't do that.
No, you can't. You can't. It's like there's no timeout in professional wrestling. There's no spitting in professional wrestling.
That's not true.
There's no crying in professional wrestling.
That's not true.
Unless
What
you're
is
Tony
it?
Schiavone coming back to WCW, realizing you made a mistake, and then you cry every night.
Uh-oh.
There it is. Figure 4. It's over.
It's game over, guys.
Game over. Arn Anderson says.
What?
Now Arn Anderson going to try to call us straight. See now in the storyline, Arn Anderson the hand should have gone down 1, 2, 3, and given the belt to David, right?
But now look, Nash is beating the shit out of him.
Oh.
From the figure 4, just punches his way out, throws him into the corner.
Yeah.
Couple
Definitely
big
a slow
hips.
Right. Yeah.
I'll do what I want, Tony.
Apparently so.
Oh my God, look at those back elbows. Don't do a cross chop. That's rude. That's so rude.
Ooh.
Dude, Dave's snapping that head, boy. Big sidewalk slam.
And that's it. Now Arn Anderson, if he can't play it straight, he's got to. Arn's like, hi, what should I do here? Oh, there it is.
How old is David here?
19, 20.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, well, there you go. Now Arn Anderson
Yeah,
can't.
he's 20 here.
He's fighting off everybody. He's taking on the entire world.
He can't rent a car. You have to be 25 to rent cars. And he's in the main event of Nitro for the world title.
And he's
Big
fucking
managed
Stacey
by Tori
Keibler.
Wilson and his girlfriend Stacy Keibler.
Oh my God. What a life, huh? What a life. Yes, congratulations, David Flair. You're the world champion in our book, buddy.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, I wonder who booked this angle.
Curious George.
Because the stipulation was if Kevin Nash won, he got Gorgeous George, or he got Tori Wilson for 3 days.
Right.
And he's kidnapping Gorgeous George. So now, and I want your opinion on who wrote this, that perhaps Kevin Nash will be in the main event with the world title, and when he beat Flair, he would not only win that Flair's girlfriend, who's arguably the hottest in the company, and then he would just throw another one of the hottest ladies in the company over his shoulder and walk out with both.
Yes, he probably booked this.
Really?
Yeah.
You think?
Big Sexy.
Yeah, I think Big
See,
Sexy wrote this.
here's what I know about you. If you had the book,
Yeah.
you would book yourself in a love triangle with Medusa, Francine,
Right.
Deborah,
Right.
and Nia Jax.
Right. Right. It would be a great triangle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess it'd be like a trapezoid.
I was about to say, I think it had too many
hexagon.
sides, but
I mean, how long do we need of Kevin Nash throwing a chick over his shoulder?
well, this angle's not too bad though.
No.
They did it right.
Yes, they did.
And look,
You talk about him fucking up shots all the time.
Right.
I mean,
Look
Yes,
what he
they
sees
did.
though.
Exactly.
Hey guys,
Good
look,
angle, guys.
There's the Hummer, and we saw the reflection of Sting.
Yep.
Was it Sting who was driving the Hummer that attacked Kevin Nash in the limo? Boy, just like 96, Macho Man
We're
trying to jump
Jumping on.
the NWO's limo. And there you go.
Wow.
Tony, I can't help but feel like when I look at my clock, it's about that time.
It is about that time. Let me whisper. Gotta whisper it to there. Hi, Francine. Should I go any further? Yeah. No, I should. We're desperately out of time. What are you staring at me like that for? We'll see you next week on What Happened When on the MLW Radio Network, as well as on
Patron, y'all.
I'm not ashamed no more.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following: boxofgimmicks.com, with new items each week. The official store of What Happened When, something to wrestle with in 83 weeks. Log on and get your gimmicks to the wrestling fan in your life, or something for yourself. And by LoisRules.com. Get your t-shirt from What Happened When right now. And by Patreon.com/WHW Monday. Patreon.com/WHW Monday. Want to be a low-key big hog or glass bottom boat rider? How about a member of the Hog Tag Express?
Hot Tag Express.
It reads Hog Tag or Slapdick Nation. You can join Conrad Thompson and Tony Schiavone with a bonus podcast, behind-the-scenes video, live weekly chats, and new content each week.